I know that we had the debate about anime piracy. We're kind of continuing that now.
Yep.
Just for context, everybody, this conversation started because we were talking about Demon Slayer movie getting leaked, and I think over 5 to 10 million people have already downloaded and seen it, and et cetera, et cetera. So we were talking about the the effects of that, and if anime piracy is a bad thing. Is it hurting the industry? Is it not? Is it this? Is it fair? Is it just due to Financial Times? Whatever it is, it's Crunchyroll to blame. Tori, can you give your stance on anime piracy so we can start this conversation?
Give them a recap,
and then Joe can respond.
I mean, I don't have a huge issue with anime piracy because with everything that anime gets, I don't see that the piracy is affecting it. It's mainly the studios and the contracts that these anime departments are signing. So the piracy has nothing to do with what they're signing in their contracts versus what's being watched outside of these apps and streaming services, because they're making buku dollars. The animes themselves are making a lot of money. Me watching a couple episodes on a non-streaming service is not affecting it, because you got to think. But you got to think, you got the same anime on 6 or 7 different streaming services. Each one is charging a different price for these streaming services. They're getting paid. They're getting their money. They got revenue. They have numerous streams of revenue coming in.
Right.
It's not affecting them at all.
Also, what's up, Tay-Tay? Let me read that real quick. Infinite Castle was so dope.
Infinity.
Look here, y'all. It's far away. All right, cut me some slack. I just got off work. Infinity Castle was so dope. I saw it leaked. I'm still gonna see it in theaters just to support and see those graphics on the big screen. There you go. Yeah. That's some good fandom practice right there. So, to which I ask you, Tori, if you, as a fan of something, now granted, this doesn't have to apply to everything, because there can be some shows, some anime, some fiction property, whatever, that you don't support that much to the point that you, as a consumer, just feel like, you know what? I don't feel like spending money on this. If I had my way, I wouldn't have spent money to go Superman in theaters first. And being a part of the show, I was obligated to do so anyway, so go figure. But I would have given it the Joker treatment and say, you know what? Let me pirate it first, see if I like it, and if I do genuinely like it, then I'll support it in theaters.
I mean, when it comes to movies, if I like where it's coming from, I'm going to go see it in theaters first just for that experience. But
what if you were skeptical that you weren't going to like the movie?
I mean, like it depends on. I don't think I've ever been skeptical of a movie and decided, nah, I'm just going to pirate it first.
Okay, well, you're the dude that still owns a copy of Catwoman on DVD, so this may be a skewed
Blu-ray extended. I'm just playing.
I'm about to say, damn.
So anyways, my point being, so let's say you do find something that you are genuinely excited about, or even just that you're already a fan of, and you want to show your support as a fan. Are you still resorting to piracy?
I mean, not really. Like I said, like if it's something that I really want to see in theaters, I'm gonna go see it in theaters.
Okay, so what if it's an anime, like a show?
A show? I wish they showed anime in theaters.
Okay, so what if the theater's not in the equation? You got new episodes of your favorite anime coming out. You showing support or nah?
Like if it depends. Like if I gotta, here's the thing: if I have to wait a week to see the episode, but then this streaming service already has the episode loaded up, I'm watching it. I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to have to wait a week to watch something when right here. It's like, hey, I got some food right here. Or do you want to wait till you get home to eat the same food? Nah, I'm gonna wait till I want it right now. I'm hungry right now.
Okay, Vinsart says I actually understand both sides on this one. Before I give a response, Corey, give your take, bro.
All right, I've said it many a times on the show. Call me Monkey D. Corey because I'm going to pirate me some anime. Now, the reason why I say that is I don't believe in spending money on streaming services for a fraction of anime. When it makes no sense to pay Crunchyroll, Funimation, High Dive, all these different anime subscriptions and stuff like that. To when you type in an anime name and you know it's out there, and they go, could not find it, is not on here and everything like that. But then you can go to one of these, sites or whatever, and you can find it, and it's all 3 seasons to completion and everything like that. So I don't see a point.
Well, so you're saying like it might be a thing where it's like if you want to watch something, but you just don't have like a good and convenient way to do it, then you'll go out of your way to go see it.
I mean, yes and no. I would rather have everything I want to watch at like right there at the ready, instead of, oh wait, this ain't on
on the same platform.
Right. Oh, this ain't no Crunchyroll. I gotta go to Hulu to watch this, or oh, it ain't no Hulu. I gotta go to Netflix. Like you have to ping pong between all these different streaming services.
But at the same
just to
time,
watch
there's
anime.
like that's all like the ping pong and crazy business side of things.
But then the same line, a lot of these streaming services, they won't have all the seasons. Because I know Netflix, they have like the first couple seasons or something, But then this other app has the other portion of the seasons. And this app right here doesn't have the English dub of these seasons. But then this one over here does have the dub.
Exactly. So like I'd rather not.
You literally paying just to watch paying extra just to watch one show when I can go right.
Well,
to
before
one.
we continue, is that Noah? Who's that?
Let's see.
Yes, it is I Noah.
Okay, Noah, what's up? Corey,
You're-
please, thank you. Give
1278.
There we go. Please pull it to front. Anyway.
But and going to the movies. Now I've seen a handful of anime movies in theaters. Now there are times where they only show it for a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
If
What's
you
good,
gotta
Roger?
work,
That's
if you gotta work, or you ain't got the funds that weekend. It's on it's not on the pay week, so you missed that opportunity. But you love that anime. And you want, to watch it and everything like that, but you don't have the funds to support it. I'm not about to wait a year and a half
Are you gonna support it
for
later?
y'all. Yeah, I'm a buy it. Like if it's something that I really enjoy, like Gundam,
Right.
like Gundam Freedom, I'm gonna buy that the second I get the chance to, because I love Gundam. But I also was fortunate enough to be able to go see that in theaters.
Right.
Now, the off chance that I could not see that in theaters, I'm definitely going to pirate that to some capacity.
Now, I'll say for me, Dave, I think you've got some stuff.
Oh, I got responses. I got responses for Tori and Corey.
It is.
Hey.
Yes, it is.
Who just redeemed that?
Appreciate that redeem.
I'm sick of y'all. But anyway, look, let me get a quick little slice in here real quick. So now I believe there's a degree of fandom etiquette that needs to be practiced.
Ooh.
Now, here's a prime example. And some people gonna roll their eyes a little bit. Well, they haters, you can get the fuck out. When the Snyder Cut was getting ready to drop on HBO Max.
Right.
I believe like the day before, they were supposed to have like a Tom and Jerry movie or some shit on there. But then apparently they leaked accidentally the full Snyder Cut on that instead of like where it was actually supposed to, when it was actually supposed to.
Right.
Now, I as a fan, keep in mind, as I've established before, despite what haters in the comments try to conveniently ignore, when I am on the hype train for something, I am on that bitch. I am on there day in and day out. YouTube, search, settings, most recent uploads, and I'm combing through everything so I can get every piece of something that I'm trying to get. Up until like the day before, where people are posting like actual spoilers, and then it's like, okay, all right, let me back off a little bit. But what's that? Okay, all right, let me back off. But even then, even when the whole thing was leaked early, I still did not engage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm principled like that.
I mean, I've done
Now,
the same.
Granted, so like I said, this is what comes down to showing your support for something. Now, Tori, you had a take that definitely needs to be addressed, but I'm gonna get to that. But Dave, please respond.
Okay, so I got one. I got takes for really both of y'all, honestly. Hold on.
King Jupiter, you know what's up. Mecha Break is the truth.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Ooh, the blasphemy.
That's why you know you a liar. Dave, please continue.
Okay, so my first big issue with, I'll start with Tori and then I'll get to Corey's
Okay.
take. So the first one with Tori, and I've heard this a lot. I've heard this take said a lot about like, oh, you know, anime piracy doesn't matter. You know how much they make. You know what I'm saying? They're on here. Look at these pillows, this, blah, blah, blah. Here's the facts. I know for a fact that most anime fans have no idea on how much money animes make. It's not like American movies where we can just look at box office, this. That thing is a lot more complicated because where it goes from Japan and the licensor and then
Most people don't
Crunchyroll.
have their own finances in order.
Okay, so this idea
Real.
that how can we justify something that in all honesty, not just you, but that really most fans don't know? Because real talk, just give an example, I mean, you would think that the Boondocks, for example, I mean, they had, you would think that they were making a lot of money there. There's interviews of them talking about the issues they had with their contracts and stuff like that. So this idea, because we see it and love it and it's here and here, they're making money doesn't mean that. So how can you base a justification on something that you don't know?
When it comes to those contracts, here's the thing. Those contracts were put into play before there was even any piracy or anything that came into play. Like with their contract, that means that's their negotiation. What they signed.
No,
that was on them.
But how can you justify something that you don't know? It's like, yo, I'm cool because you're making a lot of money, but that person's really broke. Like, do you know how much Solo Leveling? How much does One Piece make last year? Do you know?
You probably know.
No, you don't. This is not.
No, I had.
Nobody knows.
There is a number.
Story, go ahead.
They do have. There is. I forgot the number, but
But do you think that like most, and this is knowledge that people know and it's easily available? I mean, this is not a.
One Piece did do good.
I'm sure One Piece did, but I mean.
But other animes did too. But
you say animes making buku money. That's a.
They are making money.
Where
but here
based on what? I need some. Did you have?
They have. I don't have the data on hand. There is. You just got to know where to look.
Anime fans will justify stealing because they'll just say, "Oh,
I'm not using that. I'm not using that to justify.
People use the same justification for music.
Yes, exactly. They good. What?
But if anybody's not good, it's the music industry. But that's a whole nother thing.
Exactly.
My thing is it all boils down to the contract that they sign when they do it. That's why a lot of voice actors and stuff like that are doing multiple shows because they can't negotiate a contract that's good enough for just one show.
But you are, I feel like, slightly ignoring that. Do you like
your own participation?
Yes,
in
like the anime fans.
My participation in the piracy is not affecting.
No, I'm talking about the
paychecks.
justification. Like, how can you use that when you can? Can we be honest and say you really don't know how much these animes really making? Like, I mean,
the numbers are out there. I just don't have them on hand.
But at the same time, though, it's like
nobody has them on.
Where's the money then coming from if it's not coming from the consumers getting their, for them getting the return on investment?
Okay, so. With that being said, the big part where they don't really make money isn't because people are pirating things. It's like Tori said, the contracts that they sign with the voice actors, the animators, the studios, etc., and then also with where they are streaming it through. That's where the issue lies. Now, because there's a percentage of people that will pirate some things, that does not negate revenue from the streaming platforms and everything like that, because it's not a matter of how many people are watching it through this streaming service that you're getting paid. Right there. Right. You're getting paid from that streaming service. So if, let's say they put out like 200,000 for like next season of Soul Leveling through Crunchyroll, whatever. Cool bet. And let's say no one watches it on Crunchyroll. Them niggas are still getting paid that 200,000 because it's not going off of viewership. Now, they can, increase, like popularity, all this other stuff, whatever, and it might do the ratings good to where like, hey, you'll keep it here, and then, we'll keep it here for next season, et cetera, et cetera. But without that, with that being said, enough, piracy has really nothing to do with the cash flow of like.
But it's still a factor.
I mean, is it though?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's still out there. People can still watch it, but I'm not taking away from no one's pockets from me watching it on a site.
Can I reply to Corey's other point? Because I responded to Tori's. Because by the way, I don't think we actually answered the question though of like, I do think, in my opinion, I just don't know if we should be justifying that as the reason, because I just don't think most anime fans really know that. And success does not always mean they're making money. We've seen people who look like they're very successful and turns out they're broke because of blah, blah, blah. So Corey, your point was, you say that one of the reasons you justify anime piracy is because you feel like, hey, when I go to Crunchyroll and I type in blah, 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 sometimes it's not always there, versus I go to X, whatever site over here, it's there.
Right.
Now, I feel like, to me, aren't anime fans putting an unrealistic expectation on these sites? Because like, when have we ever, like, that's like, I go to Walmart, they don't have every item in the world. I'm looking for a tool. They don't have every item in the world, so I got to go to another store. Oh, Menards doesn't have it, blah, blah. Even going back in the day, just because you went to Blockbuster doesn't mean that it was there.
Everything.
So this like unrealistic to expect that every single, I mean, take gaming. Hey, I'm not
virtual console.
Yeah, I'm pissed off that I type in Mario on my PlayStation. It's not there. This is bullshit. Now I'm gonna go to Piracy and hack it.
Okay,
so that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay, so here counter argument to that.
Okay.
Let's start with the game because you said that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You know the main reason why backwards compatibility is a thing is because people want to explore the full catalog of their stuff, which is why Xbox, when Xbox 360. They were like, oh, backwards compatibility. You can play your old Xbox games. Why? Because people wanted to go back and do that and everything like that.
Probably because they have no games in their own.
Hey, same with PlayStation. Oh, you can play, what was it, PS3. You can play your PlayStation 2 games and etc.
But you can't play Halo on a PS2.
Hold on. So the main reason why backwards compatibility is a thing is because people want to explore those open avenues of like, past things and everything like that. Now, the reason why these sites are the way they are is because they see the error in that. Like you just said, you can't play Halo on the PlayStation. I mean, you probably can now, but back then you couldn't.
Yeah.
So why bother trying to pay for all these different streaming services if someone was big brain enough to just collaborate it all together in one spot? And then go, bam, here you go.
Because it's easy when you don't have to follow any rules or restrictions and stuff. It's like, hey, I go to the store and I can't find X. But guess what? I'm going on the black market where they have everything, where these items are stolen off of trucks and they kill people to get them.
I got a kidney.
Did they kill people for tools?
Listen, I'm just saying, this is what y'all saying. Y'all saying, I went to Walmart.
Killed for less.
I went to Walmart. They didn't have the item I wanted. So guess what? I'm going to the black market and I'm going to go support that.
Okay, so instead of viewing it that way.
Instead of going to another store.
Instead of viewing it that way, be like, you know what? I'm going to go to the store because like, I need something or whatever. And then you're on the phone with somebody. They're like, oh, you need that? Come over here and get it. You're like, all right, cool, bet. Now, you getting it for free, and you ain't hooping and hollering about, oh, I gotta go here to get this, I gotta go here to get it. You're accepting what's given to you because, hey, it's right there. It's convenient. It's easy for you. Same thing with anime. I want to watch what I want to watch. I'm looking on here and I ain't got it. Damn, I can't find what I want to watch. Hey, bro, I know a site where you can watch that and everything else. Word? Cool? Bam, it's right there.
You got it.
Okay. Well,
This scenario is kind of ironic coming
Okay.
from you, of all people, because you are Mr. Convenience guy of, why
And
can't
it's free
why do I
lifestyle.
have to go to another store? Like, yeah.
I am, but I want to support
Wait a minute,
the art.
you the
Hold
one that don't like the surveys and all the questions and all of that.
That's
I
true.
don't want you if you looking at it like from a store's standpoint, they're like, okay.
I mean, you be tripping if
This-
they ask you if you got rewards at a
like
gas
say
station,
you want some cereal, okay. This store has cereal, but it don't have spoons, bowls, milk, and all that. But this store got milk, but it don't got cereal. This one got bowls, but all of them got one piece of everything you need.
But that's called shopping. Yes, I have to go to
So
different stores.
that's like 4 or 5 different
Yeah, so
streaming services
y'all
just to
expecting
get
too much.
to get one of the same thing.
And I have a counterpoint to you. So,
Okay.
so Corey, so I heard what you said
and I'm
about.
gonna get to these chats here in a minute.
Well, we'll get to your chats. One of the points, then I'll pass it to y'all. I have issue with one thing you said. You mentioned this example of the anime fan that can't find the thing on Crunchyroll or Netflix that goes over there. That is a section, but this is true. I was for research. I did go on one of Tori's, anime illegal sites, whatever, just to do some research.
For
What?
research purposes, yeah.
Just to understand. Just to do
One of
research.
mine? What are you talking about?
You sent me one a while ago. I went back and checked it out.
That's crazy.
And here's what I saw. And I went to two actually.
Okay.
They weren't watching these hidden gem shows that are just hidden. It was One Piece, it was Dragon Ball, they have a trending tab.
biggest one.
It was Solo Leveling. So people are watching the stuff that is also available in Crunchyroll, Netflix, and all the
And
other
they have
places and
all of
stuff.
the episodes.
So it's not just this idea of, I'm watching these hidden gem shows. They're watching the real stuff.
But let's bring up Tori's argument though, his point.
Yeah.
You go to these streaming sites or whatever, right? These paid for streaming sites.
Yeah.
Netflix, notorious for doing this. Oh, I had the first 3 seasons for like a year now, but I'm gonna take the first 3 seasons off and then you only got 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
You gotta go to another streaming site. Oh, this one might have season 1, 2, and 3. Oh no, they only got season 2 for whatever reason. Now you gotta go to this one. Why do I have to sit up there and pay $19.99, $23, $45, whatever amount of money for all these different streaming services separately,
I got a
not
question.
collectively, separately,
For
to try to
incomplete-
watch an anime series that is incomplete?
Do we think this is most people? I
got
don't
a
think most people are doing
question,
those things. I think some people are not even looking at what Crunchyroll has. They're just going straight there. They've never paid for anime.
I got a question.
And look,
There are some people who have no.
There's a couple
you are
animes that
absolutely
I've.
Yeah, I think
There
they're like
is a-
the
there
people
is
that
a
you're talking
niche.
about are like almost could be arguably genuine justifications.
Yeah.
There are some people that literally know that One Piece is on Crunchyroll and every episode is there, but are choosing to go and watch it every week over here.
I got a question.
because
though.
they broke.
Hold up. Now, see, when we say this broke, now here's
And
my
no,
question.
I'm speaking from a broke person myself. I am broke. Okay, I believe in piracy because
Say you got your last $30. Your last $30 is either eat or pay for Netflix. Which one you gonna do?
Here's the question, though. If you've got a show that's for some reason, for some business reason, is divided up between one platform and another platform with this season and that season, are you just finna be out here paying for all those seasons at the same time when you can't even watch them all? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's more rare also, by the way. I don't think it's as common
but
as
at
we're
the same
making
time,
it.
it's like
it's sometimes.
If you want to watch season 1 over
It's
here,
notorious
that's gonna
for
take you some
Netflix
time.
and Hulu
Are
to
you gonna
have,
keep?
like a season?
But
But
Crunchyroll
the thing
exists
is,
though.
are you still finna be paying for the one that has the season that you already watched because you're watching it in order, and then you're gonna go to another one, you're gonna pay for that service and watch that season there, but you're still paying for this one that you ain't even touched because you're on this season over here.
Okay, so why am I constantly ping-ponging paying for different services
Here's why,
all
because
together?
that's just life. When you go to different stores for different things. You have game consoles have certain games on it. This idea of everything needs to be in one place, that's called the black market.
It's not the black market because that was just cable back in the day.
No, it was not.
Best example. Could you keep doing this like ping-ponging that shopping? Do you know why Walmart was Walmart?
Why?
Because it was convenient. Nobody wanted to keep going to 9 different mom and pop grocery stores to get shit when you can just go to one grocery store and have a bunch of shit right
That's-
there.
and that's
turn around and
Netflix.
price gouge it
That's
anyway,
Netflix.
but-
Netflix,
cool.
that's not Netflix.
It is.
No,
And then-
Netflix will give you half of a series.
Walmart don't have everything.
Exactly, but Walmart in the beginning had a lot more, and that's why they were Walmart.
But then money-
and then they were like, people realized that Walmart didn't have everything, and that's when you had Target, Marsh, Kmart, Kroger, all these other ones, because they started picking and choosing and taking away from stuff, whatever. Like, well, they ain't got it, but we got this. They ain't got that, we got this.
Yeah.
All right, cool, bet. That's the same thing with these streaming services. You ain't got this, but we got it. You ain't got that, but we got it. These pirating sites are the anime Walmart. We made it convenient for you. We have everything here until we don't.
Now, real quick, okay, let's get to a couple chats here. So now, Kim, what's up? Thanks for popping in. Sorry it took me so long to get to you, but it's just not the anime industries that. Whoa, I was reading, bro.
I was trying to make it bigger.
Well, then I couldn't read it. Anyway, it's just not. It's not just the anime industries that animators pay. That animators pay isn't well known. All the previous action cartoons and movies had animators do painstaking frame by frame work and get paid 2 cents per minute.
Facts.
That is facts. I know we got to stop saying an individual isn't making a big difference because it's not just you, it's everyone with that thing. That's my thing.
Yep.
For the people that say like, man, they making enough money without me. What if 100,000 people, potential viewers of a show, said the same thing?
Joe, to give a real life example, and not to take this all the way down that road, but some people have the mindset of, man, my vote don't matter. We've seen elections forever. You can look in history where if a lot of people have that same thought, it can lead to, look how many people didn't vote.
Well, keep in mind, the largest voting bloc in the country is non-voters.
Okay, so this idea of one person thinking, oh, mine doesn't matter, actually, when a million people have this same thought, it does have a ripple effect.
It's true.
You know what? I will concede to that and say that, yes, you're right. One person is not just one person. It's a bunch of people with that same collective mindset. Yep. I will give into that.
Okay.
But
my point still stands. Even with that collective, it does not have the ripple effect.
All right. I think that's the last one. A couple more. Anyway. Hey, what up, Tafari TV? The homie Derek Mason in the chat. We got Mason-okin. Anime fans don't use figures of quote-unquote money. Their figures come from viewership, which is posted from the fan sites. It's a Google research scenario. The best way to gauge the success of an anime, in quotes, is usually when Crunchyroll has a site crashing or the number of viewership shown from the app. Hey,
One Piece has crashed once.
True, but that also does not mean, okay, I know Derek's not saying we're not thinking this in money, but at the end of the day, that is what moves this. So
but
we
again,
have
like
to.
That's a metric to measure the success.
Yeah. So I mean, all I'm saying is, I just don't
use money.
I'm okay with
metric.
some of the other reasons that even you said. I just think the idea of saying they're making enough money is an unfair justification because we don't actually know.
I won't say that they're making money. Honestly,
we said. I think Tori, you said buku, like they was just rolling in the dough. I don't. Maybe the top ones, the big three is. But not the,
but they're not really making money. They're constantly.
I was about to yell, but I forgot.
They're severely underpaid.
No, but I think the big ones are making money. But I'm talking about like smaller shows and stuff like that, like one season, one-off shows that aren't connected to a manga and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know it brings up a good point here too.
Who?
I know it says, let's just pirate y'all content then. You see what this mentality of yours is encouraging right now.
Here's the difference between there's a difference between like the people who we pirate from ain't in front of us and they not reading our comments right now. You talking about pirating us to us.
So it's a victimless crime, huh?
Hear me out. Yeah,
Did you
talking
pay
about
attention to anything at the
wait a
start of a movie?
minute. You talking about pirating
you wouldn't
us
steal a car
in front of us. Here's the thing. The difference between that us pirating anime and y'all pirating us, we will find you.
We will find you.
We will find you. And we have a particular set of skills.
Anyway, Safari TV, break out the Straw Hats, Crunchyroll became, hey, look, we...
Yeah.
Read it. What is that?
Break out the Straw Hats.
Crunchyroll became what they hated, what they wanted to destroy.
Look, you lost me at Straw Hats, man. I'm sorry. Anyway, Vince Arts... Basically, there are alternatives. It's not like the Duke Energy that can do whatever they want because they know they don't have competition. King Jupiter says, snitching. Fire TV, I still can't legally watch Haikyuu Season 3 dubbed. King Jupiter.
That's been out for years.
Soon you can watch everything on Disney+. I ain't supporting Disney.
Hey, and there's another thing. You know why? Here's another thing that pirating is helpful for.
Uh-oh.
There is no streaming service that is streaming Courage the Cowardly Dog right now.
Well, we'll talk about that later in the stream.
I'm just saying. So if you want to pirate that, you might as well because it's nowhere to be found.
Also, King Jupiter says, there's some people out here that pay for anime but not rent. If you do that, that's degenerate behavior. You should be ashamed of yourself. Take care of your responsibility.
Wait, what is Derek saying? Mason-okin?
Wait.
W Raid, who dat?
Oh, snap. We got
who
a
dat?
raid?
Oh, you talking about?
Oh. Asia has rated the stream with one viewer. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Trapped in Anime stream.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. This
Trapped
is a great
in
topic.
capitalism. That is hilarious.
Trapped in capital.
No, we don't do that around here.
24-hour Walmart. I remember back in my day, we had 24-hour Walmart.
Boy.
Man.
Now,
when was that?
That was way back when.
I remember those days.
Last night, I remember you just in middle of the night. Oh man,
You was probably one of the people stealing. That's why they don't do it no more.
stealing. Who? I don't steal.
You find things. I know. I've watched Good Times as well. But anyway. But y'all don't get to look. Well, damn.
Oh, sorry.
First off, she's taken. She's spoken for anyway. And now Disney is folding Hulu. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that later. That's another topic for tonight.
What?
Yeah,
the whole
Hulu.
Disney
Disney
Hulu
bought out Hulu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Now,
So if y'all paid for the Hulu and Disney combo, you got played because now they together. If you paying for Hulu and Disney, you really getting played.
all right, now Tori, I got to acknowledge some bullshit you were saying last time because you made the
That's
argument.
crazy.
So all this stuff about how you want to support your fandom and whether it's convenient for you and whether economic situations will allow you to engage with your favorite anime, that's a whole nother thing. Cool. I want to talk specifically about your point of if I got to pay for water, I'm not paying for entertainment.
Yeah, I said if I got to pay for one of them, I'm not paying for the other one.
And here's my thing. On paper, to some particular degenerates, that might sound like sound logic. The problem
they
is...
do agree with Tori in the comments.
It's logic.
Like I said, some particular degenerates out there might see that as sound logic, but the problem here is you've got two completely separate issues that you're somehow conflating.
Let me ask you...
Do you think that the cost of living is somehow equated to the cost of engaging with any type of entertainment?
Let me ask you this, since you don't see it my way. Let me ask you this: you're starving, on skin and bones, on your deathbed. You have $50 for food,
right?
And then you have this person. Hey, I have this early copy of Tekken. You don't have to pay for it.
My nigga, I can wait. I'm cool. Here's the thing.
Would you do that in front of you?
You're conflating a need with a want. Survival versus luxury.
No. You have survival and entertainment.
That's the thing.
I know why they do this.
Tekken. What is it? Metroid 6?
Metroid 6.
Metroid 6. Right here in front of you. Same scenario. You taking that Metroid 6?
Or you gonna eat...
But am I pirating it? Is that's
you
the equation?
You can pay for the Metroid 6 with this $50. Or you can pay for it to food. You're on your deathbed you need food.
Here's the thing, if I need food,
you can pay for one of them and get the other one for
the food, and I'm still gonna support Metroid 6 because I want to actually support the franchise. Do you know why?
I do think
because I want a Metroid 7.
I think Alpha Yang Delete did a raid though.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what? I didn't see it.
I don't think I saw it either.
What are we up to, like 30-some viewers, right?
To the 31 viewers in here,
Appreciate
what's happening?
See, Mace No Ken distracted us. He is a terrible friend. You should direct all of your anger at him for not acknowledging your wonderful presence. Thank you for popping up to the cool kids table.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
I see it.
Even though we're old as hell. Anyway, the point being...
Speak for yourself. I'm the youngest one here.
First off, people can't even tell what gender you are right now.
Damn. Damn.
Corey's a man, by the way. Anyway.
I'll see myself
Mickey Free is not a girl.
Mickey Free. Mickey Free, that's a bad movie. Oh, man.
But anywho, like I said, to my point,
Shut your ass up, Derek!
To my point, if my options financially are between survival and Metroid 6, I'm going to take survival. It's a priority. I'm going to get my rent and bills paid. I'm going to make sure there's food. I'm going to make sure I'm alive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm going to make sure I get Metroid 6.
Yeah.
I'll sell a kidney. I'll do what I got to do to get the money so I can directly support the franchise that I want to support.
I got to tell you what's really going on here.
Please do.
Here's what bothers me about this conversation. Nobody wants to be...
Laziness.
Maybe not y'all too, but maybe a little bit of y'all too as well. Nobody wants to be honest about what's really going on. Everybody wants to throw all these justifications.
Honest? What do you mean?
No, let them explain.
Everybody wants to have these justifications and, oh yeah, they're doing fine. It's this reason. It's because I can't find this 1960s anime. All these things, et cetera, et cetera. Nobody wants to just acknowledge just the fact, and Tori's scenario here, that they're just entitled and just don't care. That is majority of people who pirate anime. They are entitled. They think in their minds, anime is free, has always been free. I'm not paying for that. Why would I do that?
They're criminals.
They don't see it in the same light. They don't really care about the industry.
Yep.
They care more about themselves, their own entertainment, et cetera, Because here's the thing. In this whole scenario that Tori's bringing up, you shouldn't be thinking about anime if you don't have water and food anyway. Like, you should have other priorities.
Right.
But when you're entitled and thinking that it's just, hey.
I said that if I already pay to live. I don't want to have to pay to be entertained.
You don't need to worry about entertainment right now. That's the problem. Exactly.
If survival is such an issue for you, you can put the
that's how you got in the first place. Sorry.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
That's
calling him out.
Because that's not the same thing. I am saying we already have to pay to survive. Pay to survive, pay to live, pay to all of that.
That's where
but
we're
we
at.
pay for things that should be free.
Don't watch it.
That's what I'm saying. We
Then
pay
move
for
to
things.
Europe, Tori. What are we
pay
doing here?
That costs money.
Why is entertainment free when it costs money to make it? That's what I'm saying. Anime fans will answer the question. Why should anime be free when it costs money to make?
You think this stuff just falls out of the sky?
Why do we
do a couple clicks?
why do
get a Cheeto?
why do we pay for food when the earth gives it to us for free?
Nigga, grow your own vegetables.
You don't have to. If you wanted to grow your own garden, you could.
But there are certain laws. There are certain laws that prevent you from doing certain things. Like some places you can't collect rainwater.
Okay.
That's not majority of most people.
In the beginning, I was with you. Now I feel
I'm saying it's illegal. It's illegal. It's a law because if you're doing these things, you don't have to. Then you can't. You're not going to pay us to give you these things. That's the way some of these laws work.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get certain things for free.
So
we put these laws in place so you
these
can't.
big societal issues and class warfare, you could be out in the streets right now protesting. You could be phoning your Congress people, your representatives.
I could, but
why not? Because you too busy watching One Piece, pirating the shit, sailing the high seas.
Wait a minute, I never said.
Straw hat
and on top of that, why are we worried about entertainment if we're broke in this scenario? Like, why is entertainment that high as water anyway? Water and entertainment are not the same.
You sound like them dudes be like, they go to the gas station and they're like, all right, Leah, let me get 5 on Man, nah, I ain't got money for that. Let me get a pack of Swishers. Like, your priorities are out of whack.
Whoa, never
you
that.
got spinning rims pulling up to an apartment complex, bro. Get your life together.
Never that.
First.
I'll sell them spinning rims before I pick up you said a Swisher? Hell no, I ain't touching none of them.
No,
you might as well grab a pack of Newports.
You are really comparing water and entertainment. Those aren't the same.
I said I'm not paying to be entertained if I'm paying to live.
You're not worried about entertainment. It's not even a factor right now. You need to be paying to live. It's not like you need to be working.
I'm already paying to live. We paying to live every day. I want to sit back. I want to sit back and be entertained for free.
So my only difference in my scenario is instead of choosing the Swishers over the gas, you just said
I'm picking the gas,
and then I'm gonna reach behind the counter and snatch some snitch. You a criminal?
No, why it's got to be Swishers?
Look, I don't know what you be smoking, bro. So
I don't smoke.
Use something else like ice cream or something.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
We just had ice cream.
No. Nah, I see what you did there. You know what?
We just had it.
I don't want to hear it.
I like ice cream.
You said, hey, instead of smoking, give him something to eat. Steal something to eat. That's what you just said. All right.
I'm giving an example of something you would actually buy, okay? It's not even like that.
I see how it is.
You really like that. But anyway,
it ain't even like that.
Fired on your day off. Don't act like I didn't see you. Some of Joe's takes are iffy, like his rank in Tekken. First off, my rank is solidified. I stay gold out here. Even in season 2, I'm an emperor. Where you at? Unless you actually are God of Destruction, I'm going to accuse you of being a cheater. Anyway, I'm kidding.
That's crazy.
And just like I told Vince Arts, I got it wrong last time. Joe Godhand, only the J and the G are capitalized in my Tekken ID. But y'all still ain't trying to catch no smoke, so it's no big deal. Anyways, I know it's spitting facts. Then don't watch it, Bubba, if you got other priorities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vince Arts, David, are you saying that when I'm doing the wrong things, it makes it hard on those that are going about it the right way?
Wait a minute. That brings up a point. Bill Gates.
Okay. Where are we going with this?
He said he'll pick somebody that cheats versus somebody that doesn't cheat, because somebody who cheats, they'll always find a shortcut or a simpler way to do something that would take somebody longer to do it. But that's the same thing. That's the same thing. Doing something the wrong way makes it hard on people that do it the right way. It's the same, you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that the people who found these pirated sites are what compared to the people who pay?
They are doing a service to the people who can't pay or don't want to pay by making these pirate sites.
Somebody who sells crack to their community.
Wait a minute.
Is doing
Pirating isn't killing people that's using it.
Yes, that's true. That's true. We got to keep it to
as I said, the people selling crack
that's
to
not
their
a fair
community
comparison. Wait a second.
are providing a service to the crack smokers
That's
of
crazy.
said community, is what you're telling me.
No.
Also, Vince Hart says, remember, it's best to eat to live versus live to eat. I mean...
So to caveat for that scenario, the crack selling,
true, anyway.
it would be to use the money to support the community versus...
Look, the key lesson here, kids
that's
don't do crack or
if
buy
you're going to use the
Xbox.
crack, you got to finish it. A person selling crack
Right.
to the community is bad.
Right.
Yes, but if they are taking the money that they've earned from doing that shit and then giving it back to the community, fixing roads and doing all that type of like infrastructure and shit like that.
What kind of benevolent ass crack dealers are
If
you?
you're-
You ain't never heard of Nino Brown? Nino Brown was out passing out turkeys like hotcakes.
That dude is a murderer.
But he
a criminal.
What about Bubby Johnson?
Who? Wait, what? Which movie is that from?
It's a real person in real life. Bubby Johnson, he worked with Malcolm X.
But was he out here selling crack?
It's the person who trained Frank Lucas.
But was he out here selling crack?
I mean, yeah, at one point.
he's a
Drug
criminal. Throw the book at him.
All right, y'all.
Robin Hood?
I thought we off topic.
Still, wait a minute.
I don't know how
It's
we got-
Robin Hood, ain't it? Rob from the rich, give to the poor? I mean,
You still sound like a crook to me. Anyway.
but he was a hero to the
Yeah.
people who couldn't afford it.
Dude, just say don't
Okay,
crack.
I'll
Glad
say
you caught it.
I'll say this as a reason. Even though I am anti-piracy, I will give one, I think, legitimate reason, because some of the reasons y'all said was a little iffy.
Y'all tripping.
All right, I'll
I'm
give a
trying to-
legitimate reason on why somebody would want to go and to use piracy. I'll say this, and I'll just speak on Crunchyroll because that is the main anime app.
Go for it.
And actually, I'll throw High Dive too. This is a fact.
Okay.
High Dive and Crunchyroll's UI, especially on TVs, is trash.
See, I thought you were going to go the argument of like, if something is not conveniently able to be found. Like I said, if I want to go back and watch like the OG
No,
dub,
that too. But
right, like if I
specifically
want
this
to
one
watch
here,
the
though.
OG dub of Rurouni Kenshin, and I can't do that anymore. I think it was on HBO Max at one point,
Yeah.
and foolishly, I did not engage. I'm terrible. But
But are you aware? I mean, I don't know, like, real talk. Like,
I mean, of course, I could buy
like-
like a box set or something like that.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, if somebody had the legit reason of saying, hey, the UI of Crunchyroll and the app in general is trash.
Okay,
I mean,
when we talk about UI, are we talking like navigating menus?
navigating the features, like, they kind of, like, a lot
But
of stuff
when-
there.
but let's also
like,
be real
I've
about-
been on some of these cracked anime sites. They run way better than Crunchyroll sometimes.
Okay, but when we're talking about UI, because if you're trying to engage and watch a show,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're just sitting there. You get your subtitles
No,
set up.
sometimes
however
you're
you
looking and searching for stuff, filters,
want.
looking.
Nigga, who's out here with their ADD looking at? Like,
That's what they have genres and categories for search and discovery. What do you
God,
mean?
if you try to watch a show, sit your ass down and pay attention to the show.
No,
He's
I'm talking about before
finding
when
the
you're trying to
show.
That's what I'm saying.
You
It's
sit
like,
down to try to watch. I don't know what anime I want to watch. Let me find out. The discovery features are very limited on a Crunchyroll as far as searching for things.
I mean, look, like I said, I'll be the first to tell you, Netflix be getting on my nerves because, like, as soon as you scroll to one, if you leave it too long, and
It
then it
starts to
starts,
auto-
right?
Yes,
that's
okay,
stupid.
okay.
However,
But here's the thing, overall,
if the mission
Netflix's
is to
UI
watch a show, as soon as the show starts, all those problems go out the window because I'm locked
but
in.
you're going with the scenario of somebody that already knows
This
they
is you
want
in
to
these
watch.
gas stations.
No, this is a real life scenario. You open an app and you forgot. This is like walking in. This is normal. This is walking in a Blockbuster and saying, I'm looking for a movie. This is common. This is not a 1 in a million scenario. This is, I open Netflix. I want to find out what to watch.
I got a great
So
scenario.
all I'm saying
for y'all.
is, I do think that
I just thought about it.
Crunchyroll's UI,
watching
and
one.
I mean, has anybody used High Dive?
I use it.
High Dive's app is trash. It be crashing. It's not very good. It's not fluid. So that
Like,
is
if it's
legit.
like I said, if it's crashing while you're trying to watch,
And
but
lack of features sometimes. Like a lot of features Crunchyroll just got. Like you just now got skip intro and I mean, Profiles, they just got Profiles literally in the last year.
I got a scenario for y'all. And pirating isn't, it's not just for the adults. I look at it like this. Say you're a youth. You live with your parents. They do everything they can to support you and take care of the household, but they just cannot afford these streaming sites to add to the bill. That's just something they can't add to their, to their daily routine of bill paying.
Right.
So then you have the youth. It was like, okay, I really want to watch this anime, but we can't afford it in the family. So what we're going to do, we're going to watch it on this site for free. That way they don't have to come out of their pocket more to pay to watch this anime.
Or here's a better idea.
I'm just saying.
Hey, maybe the parents need to get it together and just actually.
That's crazy. That's crazy because there are parents out here struggling, doing everything they can.
Okay, so Tori, in your scenario, I'll be the child here or whatever.
Yeah.
And let's say in this scenario, you're my dad. Hey.
Yeah.
Dad, I really want some Jordans, but we can't afford it. What options do we do?
Why the hell we going to shoe carnival? Damn, some Jordans. You got some Jordan money? Nah, we going to shoe carnival.
Wait, so what's the difference? What's the difference with the anime one?
Because I can't afford Jordans.
I tell my son, you better watch that VHS in there.
No. It's not even that. He's saying go into the store and steal them Jordans.
Yeah,
That's what he's advocating for.
Okay, I didn't hear that part.
He answered it.
How?
You just didn't catch it.
Go ahead.
So you said Jordans. He said, fuck that. We ain't getting Jordans. We gonna get you something else, whatever, right?
Okay, so do anime.
Cool.
I want anime.
You want an anime.
We can't afford it.
We can't afford it. So we gonna go to the streaming site where we gonna find you
But
something different.
what's the difference between that and saying, hey, we can afford it, we gonna steal some?
Who said anything about...
Wait.
No, when we talk about, if you're talking about a streaming site.
A streaming site.
Yeah, that's still like a legal means of like watching your anime or whatever. But then if you're talking about piracy, you might as well be marching into that shoe store with a Glock and a rail gun and say, yo, stick them up, get me the size 12. Like, that's what you're saying right now.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That is your scenario.
That's not the scenario.
Yes, and here's the thing.
No, because
a good dad would do, in my opinion, sorry, son, we can't afford that right now, but one day I want us to work toward...
That's just like me, sorry, son, I can't afford Crunchyroll, but one day you'll be able to watch anime.
You know how many things a kid wants that they can't get? This idea of...
If my kid picked anime over some Jordans, I would be happy.
It could be anything.
I would be proud of them.
It could be anything. You know, there are some kids that want to play sports but can't afford it. So it's like, hey, son, sorry, I'm going to steal some cleats.
Steal some cleats and still can't play the sport? Like, that's not going... Stealing cleats ain't going to put you in the sport. What do you mean? What are you saying right now?
Yeah, a better argument would be like you can't afford the sports equipment, so he went out and robbed a nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. I gave an example with cleats. Yeah.
Here's the responsible thing. If a kid walks up to me and says, "Daddy, I want to watch One Piece right now," I'll be like,
"You got random kids walking up to you calling you daddy?"
Huh?
You said if I got a kid come up to me, daddy, I won't, and then you answered. So my response was, you got random kids coming up to you calling you daddy?
In this hypothetical scenario, let's say that I was the father of a child.
Okay.
And this child came to me and said, Daddy, I want an Xbox. I'll be like, first off, correct that whole logic all the way around. Get your ass something else. And second, my responsibility ain't to get you an Xbox. My responsibility, like Furious Styles and Boys in the Hood, is to pay the bills, make sure there's a roof on your head, over your head, make sure there's clothes on your back and food on the table. We gonna worry about that first. And then we're gonna get you a gaming PC, because get that Xbox.
Let's do it entertainment.
You're gonna get him a gaming PC and he's gonna be pirating this anime on it.
But Tori, in this same scenario here, we'll stick with entertainment. It could be anything. Hey, Dad, I want to go see the new Power Rangers movie. Okay. Hey, Dad, I want a new Sega Genesis. So in your logic, I'm going back in the day. In Tori's logic, hey, son, since we can't afford it, guess what? I'm gonna teach you what you should do in life: steal. I mean, how's that different?
I was gonna say financial literacy, but yeah, that's the Tory logic.
I'm asking, how is that different than, hey, I want. How's that different than I want a Sega Genesis? You can't afford it, so let's go steal one. I'm just wondering, and also, what lesson are you teaching that child by saying, hey, we can't afford it, but let's go not pay for it? What lesson as a father are you teaching?
Yeah, teaching.
First of all,
giving him the YN handbook.
First of all,
it's like you got kids in the streets right now.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tori handing out shiesties to the youth.
As a father, I'm not gonna look at watching anime from a site as to bad parenting because I'm going to teach them everything they can, everything I know that I can teach them.
So what things
to be
are
a
off
good
limits,
person.
Dad, to not pay for? What about can I steal music too?
I mean,
look, coming from a
who's
kid,
not stealing music right now?
Okay. So so now you're gonna give them a list of things that you can and can't steal.
I'm saying I'm not. Don't go into a store and steal. But if you gonna listen to something online for free or watch something online for free, I'm not about to condemn them for it.
Okay, I'm trying to understand the logic because if I go to a store and steal a Zack Snyder,
Because you can't get arrested for watching anime illegally. You can't go.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, no, because you say you're comparing watching anime online for free to go into a store.
All right, here's the scenario. Sorry, Corey.
You talking about?
No, hold up. Here's the thing. Let's say you can't get arrested. But let's say you got your kid, your child, your seed, your bundle of joy.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what, son? Sail the 7 seas. Believe it, whatever the fuck you people say.
That's crazy. Disrespect.
And then he goes on one of these piracy sites on your computer, by the way, on the family computer.
right.
And ends up getting viruses, gets your data leaked, identity theft, all that. You think that it's not a victimless crime? You think there's no consequences?
See, with that,
when you could have just gone to
I think I will be smart enough to have malware protection and all that on my computer. But if I'm gonna let my son watch something online for free, I'm gonna give him the sauce. I'm not gonna say, hey, whatever you find, go for it. I'm not gonna do that. No. If I have credible links to shows, I'm gonna give them. I'm not gonna say, hey, whatever .com it is, click on that. And whatever information, give it to them. I'm not gonna do that. That's just
your biggest concern.
That's negligence.
Your biggest concern, you said, as far as the son in this scenario, was them getting arrested.
Right.
What you have said essentially is if you can get away with it, then
that's
it's no
not
problem.
It.
No,
because listen, if the police saw me watching anime on a site for free, they're not gonna slap the cuffs on me. If they see me in the store, I'm standing in front of the police.
No, in your scenario, if it is a crime that you can get away with scot-free, then it's no problem.
That's not the same thing.
Truth. If I was you, I would say, yeah, I'm okay with committing some crimes. That's what you got to say.
Basically what it is.
I mean, I've seen you cross the street and not on the crosswalk. Yes, that's a crime. Yes, you commit crimes.
I do. So just knowledge that you do too.
Everybody's a criminal. What do you mean?
But I'm just saying,
I've seen people talk on the
scenario of this child. You are instilling in him, hey son.
So what you call? What you gonna call it? Petty theft? What you call it?
I mean, I don't know what the exact crime is. Okay,
whatever. Petty theft, piracy.
Yeah. But I am saying, but Tori, just be okay with saying, yes, I am teaching my son that it is okay to commit some crimes if you can get away with it 100%.
I wouldn't even.
Is it? That's like forcing a full-on like.
That's forcing you to be honest.
No, it's forcing you to take something like this and look at it like it's this. That's what it feels like. It's like, hey, that's just like them old dope commercials that they say. You know what I'm saying? This is your brain on drug. Like this, yeah.
And I ain't touched weed since.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I know people that watch Scruff McGruff religiously back in the day. And look at them now. They doing it all. But what I'm saying is, watching anime on a site that is not a legitimate anime streaming site is nowhere near up here going into a store and stealing something.
Might as well be, yo. You just ain't got.
Okay,
that's two different levels.
As a guy who grew up watching bootleg movies.
But here's the thing. And
see, exactly. As a guy who grew up watching bootleg movies, I can't wholeheartedly sit up here and view anime piracy to the high degree that you and Joe are putting it on, solely off the premise of like, look, you got your priorities right because you got a roof over your head, you got food in your stomach, you doing what you got to do, but also you want to enjoy some entertainment. So if you want to
use your imagination.
Look, Nick, it's raining cats and dogs. You can't go outside.
You can't play in a puddle.
No, because Mama said if your ass gets sick, we ain't got money for the hospital.
And if I get sick, I can't go back to work.
Exactly. So you carry your monkey ass back in the house. You sit your ass down, and you either A, read all the books all over again, You draw, but if you ain't got no paper, you ain't got no pencils, you ain't got shit to do.
I'm pretty
and
sure
you're
paper
looking
and
for
pencils are way
something,
less expensive than a Crunchyroll subscription.
If you ain't
That's
got
why
shit,
you got
I'm
the
talking from a
sites.
person growing up watching bootleg movies. But dad comes home from work and he's like, hey, this random nigga at the corner for $5 gave me the new movie you wanted to go see, and you ain't been able to see it for 3 weeks, and it ain't even in theaters no more. It ain't came to DVD yet, but I got it right here for $5. We gonna sit our black asses down and we gonna enjoy that family time watching that fucking movie.
But you don't think that
did
there's
he
a
do something? Now, did he do something technically illegal? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did it have
Glad
a
you did.
substantial payoff for the family and it was in good faith? Yes. Should he be held in contempt of court for stealing?
Yes.
Or no?
That's crazy.
Corey, this is what you and Tori need to understand. Y'all birds of a feather flocking together right now. But
Right.
what
I'ma
you guys
need you
need
to
to
stop
understand
rhyming,
is bars. What y'all need to understand is that crime doesn't pay. So the sooner y'all get that through your
But
heart,
Wait a
Day
minute. Wait a
keeps
minute.
the
Are you
doctor
serious?
away.
Crime don't pay? Never
Have you
mind.
not
I was
seen
going to.
Doctor?
Can we check the chat? It's been a minute,
Yeah.
y'all. Let's
All right,
scroll
chat.
up. We got
Okay,
a lot of comments in the chat.
Yeah.
You can scroll up some more. We got
No, we read these.
Oh, we did already.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
We
okay.
read those already. Fired on your day off.
What about pirate? What
What
about
about-
pirate movie sites and TV sites? I'm watching you guys on my Fire Stick right now. I have an app that allows me to watch any movie and TV show that was ever created. And there's multiple apps like that. There's multiple sites on the internet like that. So what are you saying if One Piece or any other anime is on a site or app that anybody can access? Just watch Fantastic Four, didn't even pay a ticket.
Well, let me go ahead and respond to that real quick because I've had opportunities where people have tried to give me fire sticks and stuff like that, and my response has always been to just say no. So
That's crazy.
and like I said, people try to peer pressure me into doing stuff all the time. They say, "Watch One Piece." I say, "Look, man, do you love your lungs? Because I do. That's why I don't watch that bullshit." So while it may not get you a ticket today, you may have to pay harsh consequences later down the line. So I'm gonna need you to walk the straight and narrow path.
Why do you
Stay
keep
there.
equating
you know
like
what?
a stage
I got
straight
you know what
program
with
every fucking time.
but talking about fire sticks,
Uh-huh.
bring something to me. Tubi.
You know what else is a fire stick?
Tubi.
Cigarettes.
Tubi has movies on there, and Tubi is a free app, right?
Yeah.
Coincidence,
Right?
I
Tubi
think
is a
not.
free app, but yet it has movies on it that I'd have to pay a subscription for on other streaming sites. So what's the difference?
I can explain the difference very easily. The
What's
difference is that there are deals being made between Tubi and these movie studios, and when you're not paying for something, you're the customer, you're the product. So they're selling ads, showing you relevant ads, et cetera, et cetera. So don't forget about.
They be having ads on these streaming sites too.
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying.
I mean,
so
on
like,
these
the difference
piracy sites.
There is a money pipeline between Tubi and movie
Yeah,
studios.
So I don't.
I'll
So
say
I'm not
this.
paying for a
Now, hold on.
subscription though.
I'll say this.
That's
But
what
you-
I'm saying.
yeah, but you
From
seeing
a
ads.
consumer standpoint, I'll admit it's annoying. Like if I have a subscription to like Amazon Prime or whatever, and then on Prime Video, then I got to pay
More.
for a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, but I'm already paying a subscription. That's stupid.
So you got microtransactions
However-
all over these streaming
However,
sites.
I, as the consumer, also have to make the decision of like, is it worth me paying this, or do I just go somewhere else,
Oh, we
or do
got
I just
a
not
lot.
watch this and just go do something productive with my time? I think that's a reasonable question, isn't it, David?
Okay,
All right, we got to
I
finish.
agree.
We got to finish these comments. We got a lot of.
All right.
Oh, we
Comments.
got more. Go ahead.
All right. Vince R says even music artists talk about this so many ways, which they've been dealing with for much longer.
Yeah, no, music.
And
artists
then the
get-
music
they get
industry,
fucked over.
And
I'm a
then
complete hypocrite.
Corey, all seriousness, I feel y'all on the extent, but at the end of the day, right is right. Unfortunately at times.
Yeah, I will agree. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Let's see what's that.
With the shoe example.
I know it said with the shoes example, it's totally different shoe, but with the anime, it's actual anime. But if I can't afford no Jordans, I'm gonna get you something that's still.
But
Yeah,
hey,
even with the
it's-
shoe place, it's not like it's not like the shoes are just but.
But
like,
you're still paying
No, but
money
it's a,
for the
what,
shoes in a
what
legal
he's saying
avenue.
is with the shoe example,
Yeah.
you're asking for one thing.
Yeah.
You're getting something totally different, but it's still a shoe. But for
true.
the anime,
Still buying.
yeah, you're getting
Yeah.
something.
And with the
but for
anime example, I would
it's
say
anime,
the equivalent would be,
but
hey
still
son,
anime.
I can't afford this anime streaming service for you, but guess what? I got this old DVDs, these cartoons I used to watch. Watch that instead. It's entertainment. It was good enough for me.
But that's the same. That's literally the anime portion of the shoe difference.
Okay.
But again, the clear distinction here is that Tori is not going to pay less to get the other shoes. He is going to pay less with a loaded automatic and saying, stick them up, give me everything in aisle 6, and then coming home and saying, here you go, son.
I would never do that.
You might as well. If this is what you're arguing.
That would grant me
you
like 50 years. You can't find all these shoes at these stores. Armed robbery.
But in my sources, I found all of these shoes. Here you go, son.
Armed robbery.
Merry Christmas.
That'll grant me 50 years in jail. I'm not about to get
so you're admitting.
I'm not about to get no jail time for watching anime unless I'm in.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
I'm not about to get no jail time for anime.
I have another beef with y'all when you're done with the comments.
Okay. Let's see.
We just stood at spoiled cousin's house. Yep.
Yeah. Watch somebody else's. Someone say anime pirates, like the Straw Hats.
Who's that, Nick?
Yep.
Sounds good. I like that. True One Piece was the anime we watched illegally along the way. And then remember when YouTube had every anime on it?
Yeah, that was not legal.
It was there for years.
Yeah, fan uploaded.
Years.
They weren't making any money off of it.
And then, do y'all think people who pirates helped the show as promotion?
Oh,
that was my point.
I mean,
my point too.
it kind of does bring a light to the show.
We'll get into that. I have some beef about. I got a point about that.
Ill-gotten gain.
It's not a crime if it's free. Torin is right. I'm not going to get mad at my son for watching free site of anime. Appreciate that. I mean, listen, if I'd rather catch him. Never mind. Let's see.
You what, son? Tubi got anime?
I'm not gonna
free?
go down that line. Anyway,
no stealing needed.
I mean, because Tubi got a lot of independent movies, but it has like real movies that have
they have deals with the movie. They're paying for those.
But you getting Tubi for free. I
mean,
mean,
but someone is paying the studio for your entertainment.
Somebody is paying to upload these.
No, but it's not going to the direct creators. It's going to the people who uploaded the servers or whatever. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I'm watching it for free. I'm literally watching it for free.
So you just don't care where it's coming from.
What they're saying is you're riding the coattail of someone else's exploit, and your argument is constantly it's free. What they're saying is somebody else footing the bill. Yeah, someone else took it and divert your attention this way to where this person's no longer making money.
Let me ask you this.
Getting all the attention.
Let me ask you this, Dave, because I'm about to shut down everything you're talking about right now.
Okay, damn.
Exactly. You too.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
So if y'all so big on supporting these sites and all this and all that the other, then that means everybody would be paying for their own subscription to these sites. You wouldn't be sharing passwords to these streaming sites. Everybody would have that. No. Don't work like that. You would be paying for each subscription and not share a damn password if you really want to support them and give them their due desserts.
You know?
It's a legal avenue. It's an system.
That's illegal. It's illegal. It's stealing. It's stealing. Nah, that's right. Just shut it up right now. Just shut it up. I don't want to hear nothing else about none of this piracy shit.
Crime doesn't pay.
Crime.
I pay.
Scruff McGruff would be disappointed in you.
And he also pays for crime.
Yeah. Crime don't pay.
He does.
Your pocket's looking kind of fat right now.
You benefit off of that coattail.
You know what you're doing right now? You are conflating
See that chat?
Sharing and goodwill.
Look at him spiraling right now.
Criminal behavior.
Look at him spiraling right now. Yeah.
One at a time.
We're conflicting shares. So someone who shares the anime with the public gets bad for it.
Give me a microphone so I can drop it.
Hold on. David is a public. If you have something and you give it to David, that is a public.
I'm liking that.
I have a response that shuts this down in
ain't
one sentence.
There ain't no response.
Shut it down.
I am reading Netflix's official site, Netflix.com. It says, a Netflix account is made to be shared in one household.
Right.
That's not roommate. Household.
Household.
So they're okay with household.
I give you Netflix. Who else says it?
All we share is Crunchyroll. Hold on, I can look it up. We can look up whoever. I think they all say that.
Wait,
honestly.
Dave, didn't you say that you were sharing with other people with other stuff too?
We was talking about me and Joe.
Nah.
Me and Joe.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. You
It's a
sharing
household.
Nah, but you sharing other stuff with people that ain't in the household.
I'm actually not. No.
Nah,
See,
because you
here's the
wasn't.
thing.
Nah,
There's clearly
nah.
a moral failing here on y'all's part.
No, we're working
here's
within the
thing,
legal
because,
bounds. What Netflix says is okay.
And
You
look,
tried to accuse me of
Nah.
something. They're okay with it.
Nah.
Sharing is a positive human virtue.
Oh, wow.
The only people that would
Yeah.
conflate sharing with criminal activity is criminals such as yourselves who think that sharing is marching into a liquor store with a loaded automatic.
No. All that is that, hey, I got one here. I'm going to share it with you, and you walk in there with
Like,
me.
Thanks, neighbor. You're a good person. You, on the other hand,
Nah.
stick them up and put the money in the bed. That's what you're doing.
No. What it is, if we share passwords.
I have a gun. Damn, I don't have many bullets. David comes up. Oh,
Here's
I got
some.
an extra mag for you.
Nah,
You're
see,
like,
What it
We're
is.
exchanging. This is what society
still
is.
criminal activity.
No, it's within the
man.
legal bounds. If I have an Uzi
man.
and Dave has a sawed-off shotgun, so we're like, "Here, man, let me borrow your Uzi real quick. You can use a shot." Oh man, I was.
No, what it is you're holding the gun, and Dave is holding the
We've already in
bag.
this argument. I pulled up Netflix's official
again, this is a
stance on
You're looking for a loophole into stealing.
It's their website.
That's all you doing.
their official.
Because because you was sharing passwords before we even got together.
Was I?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, okay.
Convenient.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Listen, chat, if you share passwords, you're stealing. Bottom line.
Netflix
So now all of a
says
sudden you care
within
about
the
stealing,
household,
Tori.
it's okay. What other comments we got?
No, because plenty of people are sharing passwords with their family across the states. Everybody in here has been on a legal site
Yeah, I had before.
before. So now
It
you're
says legal in the. So,
So
yeah, we follow legal means. We're good law.
No, but Dave just
citizens.
admitted to being on illegal sites.
All right, Dave be tripping sometimes,
See?
but my record is clean. I'm good.
I don't
so.
believe you.
So how is this different than music, y'all?
I ain't been convicted. It don't matter.
How is this different than music? Y'all can justify it for that, but like, what about music?
What do you mean?
Music
Listening to music for free?
Music and games. How would that be different?
Okay,
In
the topic
here's
of
the thing. In all
music-
seriousness, there is almost like a hierarchy of what people will excuse when it comes to like piracy and stuff like that. Where it's
Yeah.
like games, you damn near won't do it unless you're like really deep into
I feel like it's
it.
also harder to do too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but if it was easier,
we got a
Movies
lot
are like
more.
the next step down from there, I would say. Then shows and then music. Does that sound about right?
So Tori, you paid for Spotify.
Let's finish a few.
Okay, you
I
go.
don't pay for Spotify. Let's see. Corey is a minuscule act, a major act now, because so many people are doing it. That's what David and Joe are saying.
Oh, I understand.
Berto, I can't afford Crunchyroll. I watch Pluto Anime Channel all day for free. Pluto got Crunchyroll channel for free too. Interesting.
See,
But those are free legal places that are ad supported. I've seen Pluto too.
Dave Webb, you have to pay like $14 a month and suck down ads. Yeah, no. Damn, Payless ain't heard that name in ages. They do. They'll let you share no more.
They don't
That's
let
crazy.
you share no more.
Talking about passwords, probably.
Oh yeah. Well, because I know Netflix. If you're not on the same Wi-Fi, then you have to pay. You have to pay for an extra person if somebody is on your account at the same.
And that's not what me and Joe are doing.
But it's because you're on the same Wi-Fi now.
Okay, then it
Now
works.
you are.
Because it's the legal household limit.
Oh man. What about Crunchyroll?
I got to look up their terms of service.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I mean, it's still working. Just
Nah, but that's stealing. That's stealing.
See,
If you
again, you are the last person to even talk about.
Oh, so y'all can call it stealing, but I can't call it stealing.
Because you don't know what you're
Netflix
talking
is the
about.
leader of the streaming services.
Oh, so it's
not streaming. It's
so
not streaming.
Netflix is the end all be all. If it's Netflix,
you were talking about something, even with Crunchyroll, something that is perfectly within
crazy.
our
you're
bounds.
calling
we was talking about watching anime on these sites for free when y'all out here sharing Crunchyroll
Sharing
passwords.
passwords is not
How many of
illegal.
y'all paying the
Not
bill?
You're allowed to share the password.
Oh, now you're allowed to.
Okay,
It's-
what is
But again, we have a system of exchange barter. He's got my HBO Max.
Why
I've got
does
Crunchyroll,
Netflix?
and
If Netflix
is not
does
fair,
it,
but still, anyway.
if for Crunchyroll, right, they allow you to have like dang near like 4 or 5 profiles.
Yeah.
If it was made for one person, then why are
wouldn't
there
be able to do
multiple
it.
profiles? We're using the app with.
Netflix got multiple profiles,
Yes,
but they
for
don't want you
multiple
to have
people.
multiple people on your
Yes,
stuff
but me
unless
and
you're
Joe
in
are
the same
doing it
house.
within the same Wi-Fi.
So we're good.
Household.
It's that's knitting and picking right there.
No, you are nitpicking.
That is
But
not.
again,
That is not
you
because
can't
y'all
equate
talking
that.
about. Y'all talking about.
You can't
no,
equate that to
that
going
is the
on
same thing.
and unsafe.
That's the
because
same
Netflix
thing
said it's
because
okay.
here it is. One person.
Okay, listen,
One. That means one out of all 5 of y'all that's sharing a Crunchyroll. Only one person
You know
is
what you're doing
supporting.
right now?
And no, only one person is supporting the anime community. All y'all are just benefiting the freeness.
But you know what you're doing right now? You are talking about somebody who is getting
Oh,
like
man.
government paid health care for a kidney operation and equating that to somebody getting it off the black market. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm not.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm
Tori.
not.
Yes.
No, I'm not. That is nowhere near.
You can either have your
No,
insurance.
it's not. See, you see that chat?
No,
They are spiraling. They are grasping
I'm
for
re-
everything as their whole truth fall apart.
It doesn't. I'm looking at Crunchyroll right here. It says right here that they're okay with single household for an account.
Okay.
But y'all share. But it's people that ain't in this household on that same
No, it's
Crunchyroll
not.
account.
It's me and Joe and Asia.
Oh,
That's it.
man.
That's literally
That's
it.
you
That's
doing
crazy.
that. That's you and
That's
your crew.
crazy.
That's how y'all do. That's
Yeah,
how Barbara High
many
School people
profiles
do.
you got Shaq on right now?
Why
What?
you gotta be?
I'm the only one on all my accounts except
Okay,
for
so
my
you-
mom.
All right, so you selfish. That's what I'm hearing. Anyway.
No, Dave got no. Never mind. I help Dave still. I help.
My
Dave
point is
still.
this: you
I
keep
don't
trying to
think-
put something on us. Me and Joe are
It's
the
using
same thing.
these apps. Crunchyroll says they're okay with single household use. We're in the same household. Netflix said the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, but these sites don't give us no guidelines. We don't have to abide by those.
There's no rules in the
the
black
problem.
market either.
But here's the thing. But my whole point: you have one person that's paying for it, and the other people are watching it for free. So
because the money is still, Joe's view still goes toward a metric that tells them, hey, let's re-sign this.
okay, but when you have multiple people on that same thing, somebody's watching it for free. You got one person paying,
And
3
even-
people watching it
even
for
though-
free.
they have
on a-
profiles on there for this reason.
But even on an interpersonal level,
But one person is
you're
paying.
covering the Crunchyroll and Netflix, and then I get you access to my HBO Max. So we cool.
Yes.
We here.
And Tori, what is the
Stealing
point-
from multiple
what is the
sites is
point
what
of-
you're telling
What
me.
is the point of multiple profiles on a Crunchyroll then if it's not for other
Sharing,
people to
yeah.
use it? They allow you. It's supposed
And
to be.
we're even
you
within
want
the
me to have
boundaries of
5
doing it
profiles
within
of
the same
David 1, 2, 3? Like, what is the point of the profiles feature?
David, don't do that.
I'm
Don't
asking you.
don't talk about multiple profiles with me.
Why not?
All the burner accounts you got. Don't act like it's a problem now.
See, you gotta stick to the issue. Leave
All
Dave
right.
and his
right.
Yelp review anonymous page. Leave that alone. Anyway, we ain't gotta bring that up.
All I'm saying is like
See, now you just grasping at straws.
I'm not grasping. I'm literally telling y'all one
Then
person.
answer the question straight up.
All I'm saying is one person is paying. One person is
But it's
paying.
still within the
multiple
legal bounds
people.
of the site. They're
Multiple
still adhering to the rules.
Multiple people are watching it.
That's what. So what?
Okay,
so if
so
it's so
if-
Netflix, you expect that? Hey, the
But
wife,
what I'm
the
saying
wife has to pay
is-
for it, and the husband,
Okay.
and the kid.
But
Okay,
you're not.
quick.
But these people aren't supporting the.
They're a household.
Question. Let's say tomorrow,
We
all
got.
y'all-
We got
all
to
y'all
get to
move
the.
out,
We got to get
right?
to this wall of comments.
if all y'all move out tomorrow, is Joe still having access to the Crunchyroll?
So
Will you immediately?
Hell no.
will you
Hell
immediately
no.
end the connection.
Hell no. I know y'all
Because
not.
Your whole statement is it's a shared household. So come tomorrow, all y'all motherfuckers move out.
yeah,
He's no longer getting
You
access
kicking
to
him off?
Crunchyroll.
Are you kicking him
I'm
off the
gonna call, we don't
account?
have a conversation about that.
I know you. No, y'all not. You lying.
I'm gonna
Y'all
tell Joe.
lying.
Hold on, Joe.
But again, it's like if the platform is the platform then not gonna not allow?
And
you
that's
to get
another
on
question because Netflix actually has
that picking and
Netflix
choosing.
has code that blocks you from doing it.
First the excuse was like, hey, no, it don't work like that because now Netflix does it is like, are you in this location? Because they'll ask you if you're traveling. Then the person is just y'all can't
can't
be
do
on
it
it at
long-term, though.
y'all can't be on it at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So
my
that's a
thing
block.
is that the first they think is, oh, because we're in the same household. Now it's, well, we'll talk about it. We'll work something out. But y'all still gonna steal together. That's my point. Chat. Y'all see it.
Look, if I read a report that says one of my favorite animes ain't making money because of a pirating site, then I'm about to Karen petition all these anime streaming services to get better deals on getting the anime readily available, because I would rather support something rather than to see it burn and fail.
Okay.
Right.
Can I ask you a question then, Corey?
Yeah.
Give me an example of one of your favorite anime. Then.
Gundam.
All right, Gundam.
Pick one.
So
Don't matter.
if the creators of Gundam,
Yep.
if they were talking to you right now,
Right.
what do you think they would say? Like, hey, should I watch it on Crunchyroll or should I watch it on, animecrack.com?
I mean-
like,
Is that a real site?
What do you think they
Is that a
would?
real
What do you
site?
think they would say to you?
Well, they would say whatever one's making them money, but if they are genuine people,
But you
they
take that
will
crack,
say,
you saying, huh? Okay.
if they're genuine people, they would say whichever way is easy for me to consume their content, because they rather have a fan to get the community going more.
Would they?
I mean, generally speaking, I don't know. They could be money hungry assholes and be like, fuck you for pirating, watch whatever to make me money.
Okay.
Or they can be like, I appreciate having a fan, like voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone to cons and I've met voice actors and everything like that. They're just happy that people know their shit, they know their work or whatever. They're not looking at you like, did you watch it illegally? How did you find out about my work?
Mm-hmm.
They're just happy that it's out there and you enjoy it and you appreciate
Unless
it.
your name is Sean Schemmel, I guess, but
Yeah, we're not going down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
But,
I met him before. He was
Yeah.
nice.
All
so, I mean, like,
So we got some more comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
I Noah says the owners of the content can make the rules. Corey, if they allow it, then it's not
I've seen
stealing.
my name spelled 6 different ways and not one of them's been correct.
Dave
And I'm loving
Webb,
it.
like a base
Wait, that one's
Crunchyroll
not right?
account
No.
allows
Oh, damn.
one device. If you want more, you gotta pay for it. Are y'all paying?
Yeah, I pay for
extra
Netflix
devices?
Premium where you can have multiple.
Are you paying for extra devices on Crunchyroll, or no?
I have the top tier, whatever
do.
Crunchyroll is. All right.
Okay.
No ads.
No,
ads.
I
Vince
respect
R
that.
says, now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of people pirating came from companies that provide entertainment has become greedy. Greed triggered a lot of that in a kind of way. I say that all the time. That's one of my main reasons for Netflix. Netflix came out, it was $7, and they had way more content than they had now.
No, they didn't.
Netflix had every season of everything when they had
They not have
movies.
every show of everything. That's not.
They had a
never
lot.
did.
They had a lot of stuff.
So we can. This can be verified.
They had a lot,
You
'cause
tell
I
me that
remember-
in 2005, Netflix had more than now.
I remember they had full shows. Now they've dropped everything, or they've chopped those shows in half. I remember
Took them off. No, what happened
when-
was other companies said, "I want to be Netflix," so they have their own streaming service. Don't
but
blame
I
Netflix
remember
for that.
no, because like I watch shows. I remember the shows that I watched religiously on Netflix was Saturday Night Live, Leverage, and something else. They had every season till current of Saturday Night Live on there. Now they only got from 2004 and up.
Well, your
They had-
first mistake was you should have been watching Mad TV instead. So you already
I
fucked
don't even know if Mad TV was on there. It probably was.
HBO Max.
But my thing is like they were giving you a lot for a little bit. And then every year, I remember one year, didn't it go up twice in 1 year?
Yeah. Man, they
And then now
shit
they're,
ton
like I
of people.
said, I've said it before, like they're almost at $30. At this point, you might as well be paying for cable, because once you add up all them subscriptions, you paying more than cable. You was paying what? People paying like what, $80 for cable? Now cable is obsolete and everybody has all these streaming sites when you're literally paying for what you got rid of so you can have more convenience, and it doesn't make sense.
But
man.
what if you just want one streaming service?
And
or something?
then also,
Look,
there's
if
some
you want one
misinformation.
streaming service,
There's some
get one streaming
misinformation going
service.
on here, by the way. A lot of misinformation. One,
Which
this
one?
idea that Netflix had more content then than now, I know for sure is not true. And you can go into this $30 thing. I'm on their website now. Right now, their bottom tier is $7.99. So this $30 thing,
Is that the one with ads?
yeah, with that.
Yeah, the bottom tier one.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
What's the highest?
Before it didn't have ads, and it was $7.
The highest is $24.99. Yeah, and that's
Damn near 30.
that's-
Almost $30.
It is, but that's if you want all the
That's
bells
like
and
the
whistles,
highest-
though.
that's
So
the highest option.
You don't have to do that. So your example kind of.
But just
That's
ad free is what, $20?
No,
Just-
standard with ads is $7.99.
They said ad free.
Without ads.
Without ads is $17.99.
$20, damn near.
Yes,
see.
but you can still watch
wanna round
Netflix.
up, sure,
Yeah, you literally skipped, and I mean, like I said, that was dangerous.
But the whole point, like ads and stuff are recent though. They didn't always give
They've
you
always
ads.
had a cheaper tier.
No, but they
Higher tier
didn't
has been
always
for
have
HD
ads.
and
But at the same time, like this is like comparing 2006 YouTube to YouTube now. It's like you're looking at two completely different
I mean,
landscapes.
that's true. Also, not just that. In general, things get more
2006
expensive.
YouTube didn't have ads.
That's the thing.
How
But
many
at the same
things-
time, you can't blame a platform for evolving with its time, for changing its begging. It could suck. You may not like it, but that's just what it is
But
now.
Yeah,
a lot of the time, that was the whole point of people getting these streams.
But
I don't
here's the
have to
thing.
watch ads.
That's on them
I can just
for how
watch
they
the
run
show.
their business.
I don't have
if
to
it's
do
a
any of
stipulation
that.
for you, that's
But-
on you as a consumer.
But then these companies have gotten greedy. They're going to say, "Well, we can just keep rising the price up." They're going to watch. They're going to watch us regardless because they want this.
Okay, hold on. But that's not totally fair just to call it greed when Netflix has said that a lot of the money has gone into original programming, which we have seen. Do you remember there was a point where there was no Netflix originals? Now, Squid Game, Tiger King,
Okay.
Tekken Bloodline.
Tekken
To be
Bloodline,
fair,
all
some of
these shows and
Tekken,
stuff like that.
I mean, Tekken originals. Some of these Netflix originals ain't Netflix originals.
What does that mean?
So, for instance,
Tekken Bloodline was original. Can I have a season 2, please?
not saying like Squid Game and all these other shows and
We
everything
got a
like
lot.
that. No.
We got a lot to do.
I'm saying like for anime specifically or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, some animes will come out and they say it's a Netflix original and it's not a Netflix original.
It's
because
just that
it's
they
true.
bought.
It's-
They bought.
Yeah,
the-
that's.
But if you've
still-
already seen it on Crunchyroll and it's here and it's there and it's all these other streamers,
I don't think there are any Netflix original animes that are anywhere else. Like what? Like, can you?
I hate when you say, "Give me an example."
I don't know, man. I'm just wondering.
Because
And-
I.
But
you know
also,
what?
just because
I'll
it's-
show you.
Okay. I just think, but Tori, I have a question though. If they still offer a $7.99 tier, yes, it's a little bit different because we're literally dang near 20 years later. Don't you think it's an unrealistic? Again, I keep going to this unrealistic expectation of anime fans. You expect that a service should cost the exact same from 2005 to 2025?
I'm saying
No.
that it shouldn't be almost at the price of paying for cable when the whole point of getting rid of cable and taking these streaming
Okay,
sites.
so here we
Hold
go.
on,
We're talking about
wait.
2007.
But the thing is, like, if you're providing a service that's worth that $30, which
It's not 30, it's $17.99.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm rounding up in Tory numbers. You know, this is Tory math we're doing here.
Didn't you say the highest was
$24.
Yeah, that's the premium. You don't have to do that. If you don't have the money, you can still watch Netflix for $7.99. That's
if you
actually
don't, if you don't have the money for that, you can go to one of these sites. Is what
my
I'm
issue
saying.
is you keep going to Netflix as this like greed company when you can still watch it for $7.99. Yes, with ads, but we're talking about 20 years later. There has to be some sort of difference here.
Right.
Look, you have to get with the times, absolutely. Inflation, all that other BS.
Netflix originals, which there are a lot of Netflix
Yeah,
originals.
That's
I mean,
fine.
of course,
that's
and we
fine.
can also talk about systemic issues that are making it harder for people to afford these things,
Yeah.
and that incentivize companies to charge more.
Look.
But at the
we
same
can go
time,
down a whole rabbit hole of why
different-
shit's more
different issue.
expensive or whatever.
Yes.
Yes. But the point that Tori is trying to make is that when Netflix originally came out, when all these streaming services came out, they came out with the ideology of conveniency. Don't
Right.
pay X amount of money for cable and blah, blah, blah. If you're going to pay a third of that price for what we're providing you,
Okay.
and we're going to provide you more options,
I'm
this
with you.
and the third, for conveniency. Now, times have changed, yes. But what Tori's saying is if I'm still not getting what I should be getting, like what you're offering me, like all these different, varieties of BS, whatever, when my varieties are being limited, when you tell me there's a show on there and and it's a 6-series show or 6-season show, and I only get 2 seasons, yes, I'm getting originals, this and the third. But if you're advertising that you have these things for me and I'm not being able to access them to the full content or whatever, you should not have the option of making me pay for something from the thing that you were stealing me away from for conveniency, because it's becoming no longer convenient.
But you know what this sounds like to me? Okay. This sounds like the person said, man, back in the day, a McDonald's cheeseburger cost 97 cents.
like 53 cents.
And the taste was so good. Nowadays, they're like $5 for a McDouble. You don't even get 2 slices of cheese. The quality of the patties has gone down. Everything is super.
It's been proven,
A
though.
meal is $10. And it's
Okay,
like,
and those
you can
are
talk
valid
about that.
arguments.
Yes. So The issue here is when we arrive to the conclusion of what the solution of it is, y'all are basically advertising, yo, just swipe your cheeseburger.
But you're but you're going back. You're going back. You're going back to the survival and entertainment. I'm not being entertained buying a cheeseburger.
The problem here is you conflating survival and entertainment.
No.
If your issue is survival, focus on that.
If I have to pay to
pick up a stick and use your imagination.
I'm paying to survive and paying to be entertained. I'm only gonna pay to survive. I'm gonna be entertained for free within my means.
Look, going back to what you said, yes, we can complain about the
Yeah, we had some comments.
50-cent cheeseburger. Yeah.
Okay, so they were Netflix, Hulu, plus all keep tabs on you. If you ain't in the IP registered to the account, get ready to jump through some hoops. That's true. Them old days is gone. Yeah, they're a hard limit. The moment they realized people were sharing accounts, all they saw is extra dollar signs. That's true because Netflix's their motto was share the passwords, and now here we are now. No, you got to pay for them shared passwords. For a long time, Funimation and them were using pirate sites to see what was popular. That is true. So they are benefiting from these pirated sites. They say, "Oh, this is what people want. Let's give them that."
Has their own YouTube
Gundam has their own
yes,
YouTube
they do.
channel.
Still doing that now?
Chandiga, if you guys were to choose a stream as a sponsor, who would you guys choose?
Oh, like a streaming service?
Yeah, I mean,
Probably Crunchyroll and Netflix.
Crunchyroll.
Probably, yeah.
They did
was
go up
Event
twice.
SARS. It did go up twice. That's crazy. Like, I remember my rent did that in my old apartment. They raised it up twice.
But at the same
In
time, it's
1
like,
year.
you can
Okay,
expect
but the
that.
difference between an apartment and Netflix, in my opinion, is this. When Netflix raised prices, we actually got more original content. Your apartment stayed the same size.
See, you get a more original content, but they also taking away. It's like, imagine a freaking sandwich. You got 2 buns, and then you got your meat sources, whatever, right? It's a
McDonald's,
fantastic sandwich, whatever. Now, what Netflix is doing is telling you, hey, we're making this sandwich better, but you realize that your meat is getting smaller and smaller.
We're giving you 2
and then
pieces
they're
of
adding
cheese,
you-
but taking away one of the
they're
patties.
adding you more,
Or-
they're adding you more
I'm
vegetables
giving
or
you-
everything
I-
else, so it still looks the same.
I'll give you one
But the
that
fulfillment
Dave
is
will
not.
understand.
Thank you. I need that.
We have a new iPhone coming out.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Wake me up.
Dave, you're taking the big sweet.
Oh man, listen. We've upgraded the camera,
Sounds great.
but we've taken away the audio jack. But if you want to, you can pay for an audio jack attachment to add to it. You know, we're upgrading the charging feature, but the battery doesn't last longer. Like they're giving you an upgrade, but they're taking away something.
Okay.
They're taking away something from you.
I agree with you with the Apple scenario. That does make sense. And I'll say I wasn't the biggest fan of the headphone jack removal just in general, I will say. But I do think that when it comes to Netflix, it's a little bit different. Y'all put a lot of blame on Netflix and forget that the reason that these things happen is companies are mad at Netflix. They're saying, oh shit, they're making all this money from streaming. Why didn't we think of that? So don't forget that Disney and Fox and Sony, they're taking these things off of Netflix. Y'all keep blaming Netflix for that. That's not their fault.
No, I'm not blaming Netflix for things being for companies fucking them over.
He is. He says that they broke their promise. Like that.
My issue is just my issue is if you have something and you say we have the show, have the fucking show.
But these shows, but we know they're limited.
Fraction of the damn show.
Like, hey, we selling phones, but even now, iPhone, they took away.
Is that really as common of an issue though that you go to a Netflix show?
Yes.
And
there's been
series and you're like, all right, cool, bet, or like they're bringing a new.
Okay.
There's been
they don't bring it back to.
But here's what really happens though. Here's what happens. These companies will, like for example, Nickelodeon will say, hey, we'll put this old cartoon show, we'll put season 1 of it on Netflix.
Right.
But then they have all the seasons on their streaming service. So now companies use Netflix to get you over to theirs. That's still not Netflix's fault.
I mean, like, I'm not complaining about that, but what I'm saying is if you originally have it all.
Yeah.
And then you
no longer, and then you start taking it away.
Yeah.
Like, cause they've done that. They
Like
they
that-
did that. That's what I'm saying. They did that with Saturday Night Live. They had every
I don't see a
season
point
on
in
there.
doing something
I don't.
And then
I
they-
feel like y'all have this unrealistic expectation that everything
You know
needs to
what
stay
it
on there.
sounds like to me?
I'm aware. Like, okay, when back in the day, did Blockbuster have every single movie ever in that small
I
ass
don't
store?
want them to have.
They
everything,
had
what I'm
everything
saying is-
current.
You know what?
Look, if
Hold up.
if you go
not
into
all the time.
Look, if you go into Blockbuster and they have a 3-movie trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Right? Cool, bet. And then the next week you go into Blockbuster and they say, hey, times are changing, we're gonna switch shit up. We're like, all right, cool, bet. But then they have a whole section that says trilogies. And then you go over there and none of them motherfuckers got movie 1. But you see movie 2 and movie 3.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at them like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, we had to do some changes and everything like that. But yeah, you can still watch it all. How the fuck am I supposed to watch it all if I can't even watch the first damn movie?
Okay,
You know what this sounds like to me?
go ahead.
It sounds to me like y'all trying to catch the bus, but you didn't make it in time, and then the bus left your ass. And so now you sitting there at the bus stop, mad as hell,
Just gonna have to
when
wait
you
for the
just
next
didn't
bus.
catch the bus.
So we
You
wait.
just gonna have to wait for the next bus.
Cool, that's not a problem.
Okay, then
now
you
the
gonna
problem
have the-
is
then you got
if
the
you look at
lesser
the
What's that?
No,
What they
if
say
you
in
look
that
at the
song?
bus
Miss
schedule-
one, next 15
Look,
one
if you
coming?
missed the bus and you're looking at the bus schedule and it said the next one be here in 15 minutes, you're like, all right, cool, bet. You wait 3 motherfucking hours and that bus never shows up, and then you look and you're like, the last bus was stopped running or whatever. That's the problem.
Look, if you got your ass up and got on that first bus,
No, you ain't about to duck, dodge me on this one. Fuck that. The whole point.
there was a very clear schedule. And
Exactly, and they did not adhere to it. That is the problem.
You didn't adhere to it because you missed that first
Look,
bus.
if we missed the first one for one reason or another, there's supposed to be another one. It didn't show up. So what's the excuse on that one?
You the one that missed the bus.
No,
bro, so
no, don't put
I
it
got
on
a
me.
car, man. I'm
No,
cool.
no.
so-
Oh,
That's crazy.
okay.
All right, let's get to these
yeah,
questions.
we'll just skip
Let's
through,
see.
get the
Let's see.
most poignant
He said
ones.
that's what they did with Doctor Who. They had a bunch of seasons on Amazon, bought the rights to Netflix, had a hunks of seasons, and you couldn't watch the whole season. It makes no sense.
Don't blame Netflix for that.
Greg, what's happening, man? Let's see, but
What up,
that's
Greg?
because back then each channel wasn't making their own streaming service, so they wanted Netflix to have everything.
Yes.
That's true. That is true.
Yes.
But they had everything, and then they said, you know what? Let's just chop that in half.
That's not what they did.
They did.
Every time he describes, he blames Netflix. Tori, other companies had their own streaming service, so they took the content off. You keep acting like Netflix says, hey, fuck customers, take this shit off.
They did.
That's like blaming.
Oh my God.
Well, hold on. That's literally like blaming if you have a movie or
I
something.
was there.
And you have footage that was cut, but it's not the director's fault. It's like the studio's
No,
fault. 'cause
according to
they're the ones that
Tori,
made
it's
the
their
call.
fault.
It is.
He
their
said he
fault.
was.
I
Oh,
was
my-
there.
But for like the 20 minutes that they cut out of the Superman movie, you're gonna blame James Gunn instead of Warner Brothers, as if all of their problems don't come directly from the greatest DC villain of all time, which is Warner Brothers. That's what you're making the argument sound like right
So
now.
I remember when Netflix didn't have ads. Don't make me pay you money. Thank you.
Well, we already
That's
hit that point.
Now, what'd he say?
Twitch does that too.
Wait, read. What'd he say?
He said, "Yeah, I remember when Netflix didn't have ads. Don't make me pay you money and then you hit me with ads. Like for real, Netflix does that too. Like they want you to subscribe to people's channels, but then they's like, hey, we got ads. We got forced ads that you got to watch too. Like unless you want to pay us $15, then you won't have to worry about ads. You know, like I feel like they trying to cut the middleman with that." Let's see. The reason why everybody wanted Netflix and streaming service in general is because they didn't have ads. Exactly. I didn't want ads. Nobody wanted ads. And now it feels like everybody is incorporating these microtransactions within
Well,
everything.
here's the
now.
question. Are they getting in the middle of what you're watching?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a problem. Like, but the thing is, if they have an option that lets you take away the ads, then it's up to you whether or not you want to pay that option.
But then they have ads on top of ads now. Because
so
they have
ads pay the bill. It
but-
sucks, but what can you do about it?
But when you already give me ads, when I'm already getting ads, and then they be like, okay, now I'm subscribed. Now I don't get no ads, but hey, we have some ads that we want to give you too.
Hey, you know what? If you don't want ads, bet money that the price would just shoot up because they got to make their money.
Well, they have a higher tier. It has no ads. Yeah, if you.
But that's the problem.
Crazy.
because the
They
higher
keep
tier is
giving.
gonna
They keep
getting
giving us
higher.
fucking tiers. Like, hey,
That's options. What's wrong
you
with
paid
options?
for this, but now we about to add another wall in there. Here's another.
That's a bum mentality, bro. That's what it sounds.
Now I'm a bum. Okay.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Stop sharing them passwords. Then. All right. Let's see.
Quit stealing.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm a
Be a
criminal.
bum.
Only thing I'm out here stealing is hearts. No, I'm just playing.
So you admit to them thirst trap selfies?
I don't have thirst trap selfies.
Do I need to pull up Exhibit A once
Unless
again?
Yeah, remember Jai commented and said
if you see me like using a light skin filter or
Tory,
something like that.
We've been over this, bro. Your
Crazy.
selfies were 100%
Jai commented on your
light-skinned
Facebook and said this is what the stream was talking about.
That's because y'all said it in the comments.
Oh
man,
Crazy.
see.
Y'all might as well say that about everything I posted. Let's see. What they mean is Netflix just paid to get the rights production. Yakitori comes to mind with Netflix original. Wanting something to stay the same price as the market changing is a bit unrealistic.
Thank you.
I say I paid from some $70 for some Google Fiber. $70 for some Google Fiber since 2013.
Thank you, Vince Arts.
Vince Arts. This is a great argument, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. I know. Thank you for calling out this entitled mentality.
That's you.
Who?
Entitled.
No, that's you, Tori.
No.
Crazy. That's crazy. Streaming is turning into cable. That's what I said.
It's not.
Like, it is.
It's not.
How is it not?
Because cable had options too. You could have basic cable with 30 channels, or you could have DirecTV with 100.
So is that not what you're doing when you gotta have? Oh, I want to watch this show, but only this streaming site has it. I want to watch this show, and then this other.
The fact that we don't have to sit by our TV at a certain time to watch something. No one wants to do that.
Yeah.
It's still cable.
But at the
though.
same time,
nobody wants to go back and do that.
It's still cable because here's the thing. It's still cable because at first no ads, and you got all the show. Now you getting the show with ads. Is that not the same thing as a commercial? You getting a commercial break within a streaming service that you're paying for.
But again,
it makes no sense.
Never pay
it's cable.
Could you ever pay cable to say, hey, I want no commercials on any channel ever?
When it come to cable, you still paying the same price and you getting ads. What I'm saying is we paying for all these streaming sites.
But there was no option. But there was no option to watch cable with no commercials like there is now.
So would you rather say, hey, here's cable. If you want to pay for premium top tier cable with no commercial, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, that's the big difference.
But you still getting ads though. You're still getting these commercial breaks
for the cheapest tier.
Yes, for like a ad-free version.
But the typical person has more than one streaming site. You add the price of all these. You're still paying for cable,
and it's better than cable though. Nobody wants to go back to cable.
But it's no longer convenient though.
But you have more versatility and you have the option.
You getting more channels, but still the convenience is diminishing.
If the dude is broke and he don't need 10 streaming services.
If the dude is broke, then he watching it for free on these sites. What are you talking about?
He doesn't need to be watching nothing. He needs to be working.
He working and he paying his bills and then he ain't got no money left over. So what is he doing? He's hopping on these sites to watch it for free.
Get off your fucking couch and go get you some bread.
He's working.
Work a second job.
You want that nigga to work 24 hours?
Damn near, yes.
Oh my gosh.
If it's that bad shit,
entertainment is not a factor if you broke.
If you broke, then entertainment is free. I'm going to entertain myself for free. If I'm broke, I'm entertaining myself for free.
If I'm broke, I'm working nonstop and
I'm still working. I'm still working.
How about you replace the word entertainment with education? Educate yourself to get some bread.
There we go. That's facts.
You learn some financial responsibility.
You can be on YouTube.
Learn about passive income.
Watch a tutorial.
Learn about how to create an automated system for your finances. Learn
how
to invest in your time.
I know plenty of broke people that still watch anime and still taking classes because they're trying to elevate themselves. So that's that. You can still do all that and still watch something for free. What do you mean? There's probably stock market brokers and all of that who watching stuff for free.
First off, you're talking about school. As in higher education, as in college,
you
understand how fucking expensive that is? So they've already got some kind of bread to be investing in that.
No. Because if you're working on your studies and all that, you can apply for these grants and all these other things.
Guess what happened? Then you got to pay for that shit. And then you're gonna be broke again, sitting on the couch watching anime.
There's some free grants.
Eating Pocky.
There's a bunch of free grants.
Student loans.
There's different things that you can
Tori.
do. If you here's the thing. You worried about these student loans? It's like I got these student loans. I can't afford a Crunchyroll.
That you have to weigh your options between entertainment and piracy. Put the piracy aside and focus on getting your stats up, bro.
Listen, you can do all that. You can elevate yourself and entertain yourself in between with some free anime. I don't have just because I'm elevating myself don't mean I gotta pay for something if I don't want to. What you mean? Like, listen, I'm over here busting my ass trying to get better schooling, trying to get more money and all that. That shit is stressful. I know any student out there that's watching or who may see this, they be like, school be stressful sometimes. Sometimes I want to come back to my room or something and unwind. Damn.
Then that's a lack of discipline.
Living the school life is tough.
And this is coming from somebody.
Living the school life is tough. So listen,
I'm working to correct.
I take any win I can get. If I can watch an anime for free, I'm gonna do it.
But your priorities are clearly off, Tori.
Priorities are not off. If I'm over here in school, busting my ass.
Are you in school right now, Tori?
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the outside world. I'm saying people out there doing school and all of that. They wanna come home. They done had classes. They done did they test and all of that. Exams, stressed out. You know what? I'm about to go back to my room. I done these exams done beat my ass this week. I'm about to watch some anime.
David, you're an educator.
I'm not paying the Crunchyroll account. Using y'all, Crunchyroll account is back at home. It's a household share, right? So I'm gonna be in my room watching some free anime.
Okay, so that's the equivalent in my mind. What is the difference between that and me saying, you know what, I've had a rough day, I work hard, et cetera, et cetera. You know what, I want a cold beer, but I can't afford it. So guess what? I'm gonna steal some beer from somebody and they won't even know it. What's the difference? Why do we justify?
Or you could just be more financially and
why do we justify stealing?
And drink your
wait a minute. How come? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How come every time y'all equate something to watching anime, y'all equate it to doing something like drugs, drinking alcohol, stealing Swishers? Where are y'all getting this from?
Look, you're stealing anime. You might as well be stealing
crazy
behind the counter, bro.
Crazy.
Stealing is stealing.
There's people out here who are watching anime for free who don't even drink, smoke, or any of that stuff.
Hold on.
Are you standing?
Prime example, David. You, educated black man. Okay. You went to college, got your degree, correct?
Yes.
Still paying student loans.
Yes.
Because Joe Biden didn't actually do that shit. But you made time on throughout your entire college tenure. Yeah. Did you have to pirate anime?
We gotta get to these comments.
No.
Wait. Did you want to pirate anime? Did you have other means of consuming anime? Did you ever go through a drought of anime?
There were anime I wanted to watch, but I knew I couldn't afford, so I had to wait until later when I could afford Crunchyroll.
Dave, you didn't have cable growing up, so you wouldn't care.
No, I have the mindset of anything. If I can't afford something, my mind isn't steal it. Okay, I wait, I save. Okay,
So wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
It takes certain things. There's certain things. Listen, I want a Rolex, so I'm gonna go steal it.
What you want a Rolex for?
Oh, it's a nice watch.
What you want to watch One Piece for?
Eminem has like a Timex that's cost like $15.
Oh,
he
get off
his.
No Rolex. Hey, why you riding?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. Next time your Drizzle King pops up, I'm gonna say get off his meat. That's crazy. Streaming is turning into cable. I know some cats that can't afford streaming and use the library to check out the DVDs. That's true.
Oh, that's a good point. There are some alternative legal options.
But that's not putting money in their pocket. That's not putting money in the anime's pocket by going to the library and checking it out.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
The library has to pay for that.
No, they don't. I could literally donate. I could donate a DVD and they didn't pay for it. And somebody could check it out and watch it for free. That's not.
I mean, it's probably the same as like the used game.
What are y'all talking about? Blockbuster's whole model was based on this.
What we talking about the library though?
They work the same way.
No, they don't.
If I sit up there, if I give the library something from my personal collection, right? Mm-hmm. And I give it to the library, and then they rent that out to other people to watch and everything like that.
Wait, so
are you saying monetary value.
Most items at the library are used now? Are we talking about there's no new items?
No, if the library themselves own it, they own it, right? Yeah. There is no continuous monetary value going back to the anime business from people renting and watching.
So you're saying they bought it one time, now they can rent it forever?
Yep.
That's theirs.
That's just like me. That's just like somebody with one password and they passing it out to everybody else.
That's like me lending you something and you watching it and everything like that.
Oh man, let me watch that.
Look this up, y'all.
That's the truth. Okay. Let's see.
All right, moving.
Let's see. But why couldn't they simply evolve by bringing in more and more clients at the rate instead of different packages that are more costly for more perks? Exactly. Give us all the perks at one price and rely on gaining more customers as evolution. They don't want to do that. They want that instant money.
Instant gratification.
They want that instant cash in their hand.
I mean, look, is it
they
working?
Next thing you know, Apple removed
You have no
charger
choice.
ports.
Oh, no. Give
Yeah.
them time. Give them time.
They say Apple removes its. They are. They say, hey, we're getting rid of the charge ports, but we're selling these wireless chargers that you can
For $69.99.
Yeah.
Some
you can
magnetic-
play-
add $80 to your bill, and you can borrow this charger port, but it won't work on the new phone that comes out.
There should be just
Let's
one
see.
hub
There
of
should be
companies that just pay for what they actually watch. I would
Exactly.
support that. I honestly would support that.
Support what?
There should
Let's
just
see.
be one hub and companies get paid what's actually watched.
You really trust them to monopolize that?
Yeah, but that's like saying gaming. If I could play Halo, Street Fighter, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Helldivers on Mario on one system. I mean, that's just
You
kinda-
can.
No, what he's saying is there's one console. There's one console that has all
So
the
if it was
games.
just Netflix.
But yeah, one platform that has all the games, but
And you just
the
pick what you wanna
company,
watch.
you pick which ones, but the companies get paid
Ah.
for the games that are being played.
They
Got
wouldn't
it.
do that
So,
because
yeah.
they want all
Got
the
it,
bread
got it.
for themselves.
Yeah.
See, you just got that Xbox fan mentality. That's why you don't understand.
That's crazy. That's crazy. There should be Some shows have some seasons on Netflix and others on Hulu because of streaming rights.
As it
That's
stated,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would y'all rather get
Charged off of watch time
Yeah.
and actual show rather than a fixed price.
I say fixed price.
I'd be cool
Watch
with that
time.
for
Watch
streaming
time. Watch time would be crazy.
I was about to say watch time is so many companies will go out of business for watch time.
Let's see.
I mean, it's kind of the difference between, like,
Not
I
the
guess you
bum
could say,
mentality, but
what the fuck is that thing called? Game Pass versus just buying a physical copy, which
I mean,
it's the opposite.
But
there
at this
for me.
point, in the world, buying digital is you're just renting it at this point because they can cut you off at any point. If you buy anything digitally, game, movie, and all of that, you're just renting it because at any given point in time they can cut it off from you.
I mean,
And
you're
that,
not
but
unless
but
you
we've
have
been
access
pushing
to the actual data, I guess.
But it still gets cut off. But the only thing that is concrete is a physical copy. But we've spent so much time trying to push people away from buying physical to buying digital. But now we're in this spot where they said, hey, now if you buy something digitally, you don't own it. You're just renting it. And it can, if we want to, we can cut the rights off to
But you ain't never bought a digital game, Tori?
I bought a digital game,
No,
but
that's
this
what
is
he said,
something
that's the
new that they're
problem.
doing, though. This is something new that they're doing now. Like it used to be, once you buy it digitally, that's you.
Yeah.
But now, is you buy it digitally, you're just borrowing it, and you can get cut off at any point.
I mean, as of late, for me, the only issue I've had with that is like for a free-to-play game that didn't have any access anymore. But
that's all digital. They're digital buys now.
Not the bug.
Let's see. Would y'all rather? Let's see. Not the yeah. So will y'all be posting this on y'all's YouTube site? Trying to keep up, but the clock answering calls. No, you're on the clock. Appreciate you on the clock and watching us.
you a real one.
Determination.
But yes, we'll have the full stream up on the YouTube. But then we'll
YouTube.
also have the clips, highlights on our socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to post a link in the comments on Facebook for you. Who was that?
That
Dave
was Dave
Webb.
Webb.
Okay.
Vince Arthur said it's better than cable because, like Dave said, you don't have to wait until a certain time to watch what you want. But yeah,
That's
but
a key.
but
that's
a lot
factor.
of things on these Netflix and all that now they're doing the same thing that a lot of these anime streaming sites, they're doing weekly episodes.
Yeah, but you can watch anytime.
Right.
See, so
You're
the
not locked into a schedule.
okay, the conveniency of it is all the time. But the sad part is the reason why we started to go to streaming was because it was supposed to be better than cable. It was supposed to be convenient and everything and it was supposed to be cheaper.
And no commercials.
And no commercial, yes. But cheaper was the big selling point. Conveniency and cheap.
Oh, wait,
What's
hold on.
the
Is
big
Daniel
selling-
Ball in there? This is Hi from Gene Bay.
Ew.
They're the voice actor.
Where's he at?
Oh, where?
I didn't see it.
We did the interview with them at the...
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Well, shoot.
Daniel Ball. Listen, I am a huge One Piece fan. I love Jinbei. Jinbei is my favorite. Well, Chopper is my favorite, but
I was about to say.
Jinbei.
See, listen. As soon your spirits lifted as soon as the One
Oh
Piece.
man, I
comes back.
feel good now. Like I was tired I was feeling tired, but now I'm up here now.
Vince spelled my name correctly.
Hey, there you go. So shout outs to Vince and shout outs to you, Daniel. Thank you for your viewership.
Appreciate you.
I'm gonna be real. When we ran into you at the convention and you said, "Hey, draft an anime," I was honestly in denial because I was like, "Oh, he read the sign. Yeah, she doesn't know who we are." But then you confirmed it after. I was like, "What?" Oh, okay,
listen,
but thank you so much.
Listen, One Piece is in here.
Look, and we ain't talking about that right now. Anyway, we're talking about connections with another industry profession, bro. Anyway.
I got you. Let's see. Vince says this scenario is more of a problem. I keep telling them every day, the One Piece is real.
About as real as the Easter Bunny. Moving on.
Man, that's crazy. Let's see. This better. Let's see. This scenario is more of a problem than we thought. Again, I didn't think this topic would be this good. It is. It is good.
I love how we just had like a whole list of topics and we ain't got to none of that shit.
Damn.
And
This got heated. Let's see. A better example is someone stole a beer and gave it to you for free.
Yes.
Is that stealing?
Yes.
Did I know that they were stealing it? Did I know it was stolen?
If someone stole a car and said to Tori, "Hey man, I know you got trouble.
Look
They
at-
over
no.
here taking pictures."
No, I would
of
think
the bumper."
that is
And
is this one of those YouTube videos where they're giving out houses and cars? I would think like that. Ain't that what streamers and all that are doing
if
now?
Exhibit hit a lick and stole a car and gave it to you. That's still stealing.
I didn't steal it. They stole it.
You still are fencing stolen goods. If someone steals a watch and gives it to a pawn shop, it's still stolen.
But here's the thing: I'm not spending money. It was only fencing if I sold it.
I
The
swear.
person who stole it is the one who's fencing.
Look, if it ain't bad enough,
I am
you
the
be pouring
receiver.
the milk first in your cereal, and you out here justifying criminal activity.
What? So now we talking about
Why
cereal
do you
again?
still live here, bro?
Okay,
Going off
all
of what
right.
you just said about the pawn shop, that sparked something for me. So, like you said, if someone stole
I'm
something
glad
and
you've had
gave
this
it to the
realization. Welcome to the fold, Corey. Dave, we got
hold
one.
on,
So-
no, because I got a question for you.
Go for it.
Like you just said, someone steals something and give it to the pawn shop or whatever. And if you go to said pawn shop and you get something or whatever, technically you've gotten something stolen.
Yes.
Unbeknownst to you, whether you either go where it goes. Is that technically bad on your part? If you go into the pawn shop looking for something or whatever, conveniency,
Right.
cheaply priced.
why do you
give or
assume it's
take.
stolen, Corey?
Because no, he said stolen, and I know people have they steal shit and they go to a pawn shop
Right.
to make quick bucks.
Thing they do.
But I also know people wholesomely go to pawn shops trying to find something to work, so they don't have to go to a big name brand store to get something for 3 times the fucking price.
But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, it's not your fault that it's stolen. You didn't know it's stolen.
So should all pawn shops not exist?
But no, legally, I don't think a pawn shop is supposed to sell something that is stolen.
But if they don't know
it can
that it's
slip through the
stolen.
cracks because they don't know.
Right. So
now,
should a pawn shop
to
be?
you and your partner in crime over here, just because you didn't get caught for fencing stolen goods doesn't stop it from being a terrible thing to do. That's the problem. So
That completely
see how
dodged
y'all
my...
be going and
that-
bending
no, no,
yourselves into
that-
pretzels
no, that
to
just dodged my
justify
question.
criminal activity.
That just
Whoa.
dodged my question to try to incriminate us further in criminal activity. My
I mean,
question
the evidence stands up for itself.
My
Your Honor.
question was, Your Honor, is that should pawn shops not exist? For the simple fact they engage, allegedly, in stolen goods.
I didn't say they shouldn't exist. I'm just
No,
saying.
no. But you're busting our balls for criminal activity, jail time.
I'm not
all
saying
that-
you shouldn't
jail
exist. I'm
time.
just saying you shouldn't be walking the streets as street men.
No.
Ladies
What
and
you-
gentlemen of the so-called
what
jury.
What I said.
Hold on, real quick. We got Daniel Ball responded, says, I enjoyed the Indie Comic Con
thank you
clips.
so much.
And
Appreciate
Daniel Ball,
it.
yours is in the queue, by the way. We film a lot of interview videos, so yours is in the queue. So stay tuned to see yours.
Editing manpower is limited, David. Thank you for all you do, and thank you to our off-site editor.
No, it's in the queue. It's in the queue.
Yes, we got you. Don't worry.
My point that I keep trying to make is you keep busting mine and Tori's balls
Yep.
for pirating anime and it's wrong and it's bad and all these
Glad
other
you made
things.
it. Thank you, Tori.
Cool, whatever. But pawn shops allegedly
Uh-huh.
engage in illegal activity selling stolen goods, allegedly, and everything. So should pawn shops not exist?
But see, you're also missing the point that there's a very clear disconnect because that is not intentional criminal behavior on the pawn shop because they don't know. Y'all know good and damn well what y'all doing.
But didn't you just say I was given a car for free? I didn't know.
Again, I didn't say that's your fault. I just said it's still not a good thing to do. The person that stole the car, grimy as fuck, they on that Drake shit, bad person, don't trust them with anything. You, on the other hand, you have now in possession of a stolen goods. It's not your fault, but you're probably still going to go to jail. It's not my rules. I don't make the rules here, but you understand my point here. I know you don't because y'all some criminals.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead, Dave.
There are just, my opinion has just swayed just slightly.
Thank you.
Thank you to who?
Daniel.
Where am I getting my stolen shit at a pawn shop?
Where am I?
I mean,
Exactly.
ask these two. They apparently know all the.
In general, I think that most of the reasons, in my opinion, that y'all gave are personally not legitimate reasons to justify watching pirated anime. There are a few scenarios where I would understand if somebody did. For example, Corey, you did mention one where if you're looking for an anime and it's not on Crunchyroll, it's not on Hulu, it's not on any streaming service ever. And also, there are cases where sometimes the DVD has been discontinued and it's only like available on like eBay for like $300 or something. In that scenario, then yes, I would understand why somebody would go to the streaming site because there is no legal way to watch it. So there are certain scenarios, but some of the examples like the anime industry is making buku money and stuff like that is not justified answers. But there are a few reasons why I would say it's okay to watch them. They just haven't mostly been said here, I feel like. We've been given some other reasonings that I thought was slightly questionable.
Now, I was going to say, but by the way, I don't know, I do have Crunchyroll.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What do you mean? I've told you I have.
Wait, like the streaming service or the...
streaming service.
Oh, okay.
That's how I watch my anime.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, I don't know. Y'all think I'd be stealing anime?
What's them car notes looking like, bro?
Car notes?
Yeah, just saying. You know,
I thought that you
priorities.
I thought that you did not have Crunchyroll.
I've always said I had Crunchyroll.
I am the one here that does not have Crunchyroll.
Oh yeah, Corey.
Y'all the ones stealing Crunchyroll.
Look, I
Do you have
came on
Netflix?
this thing and said,
No,
call
I
me
don't have
Monkey D.
Netflix.
Corey multiple times because I pirate my anime.
So let me get here, just for context for the audience, what streaming services do we all pay for? Can we hear? Like Tori?
Netflix.
What do you pay for?
Crunchyroll.
What else?
Disney.
I've got HBO Max and technically Hulu. I got it on like a deal, so.
Okay.
Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, and then
Slash Prime
I do
Video.
have a Prime Video as well. So
Okay. Got it.
Appreciate you stopping through, Daniel.
thank you so much. Got that episode coming up. Don't worry.
Appreciate it, Daniel.
All right,
For
we
the
should
12 people that are still here that have kicked it with us, appreciate
y'all.
100%.
Love y'all.
Hold up, scroll down real quick. Vince R. Drake has been as of late, man. Where have you been?
That man won DNA tests. It's
Man.
insane.
I'm gonna need you
Foul
to
of late?
you need to get some DNA tests for his little chitlins running around here. Anyways, so
alleged chitlins.
what? If you think look, if he wants to try to sue me, I'll challenge him to a rap battle.
No.
He ain't trying to catch that
They're
stuff
only
anyway.
alleged until a diss track is made about him, and then he'll
Don't
claim
forget,
them.
he knows what you did last summer.
Gotta bully him into being a parent. Anyway, Dave, you okay over there?
I'm cool.
That's your king. I know you don't like us talking bad
Listen.
about him.
Everything I'm saying, there's probably some truth there. I've only said the music has been
Clip
good.
that.
But
Clip
but,
that.
but but remember he said he gonna how that meme go? I'ma stick beside him.
I didn't say that.
You know that more I'ma stick
No,
beside
the difference
him.
is that I'm actually a fan of both. I'm just not a hater. I don't hate like y'all be hating. That's what it is.
Look,
I support both artists.
I hate that man with a passion.
And there we go. So hate.
But
we know where we stand.
I don't have a hating bone in my body.
That's not.
I will say this. When I dislike something, I thoroughly go through what I like and what I don't like to come to the conclusion that I actually don't like something.
Okay.
So if you ever see me say I don't like an anime, a movie, or something like that, I have watched it through its entirety or what I can get through to formulate my opinion to say I truly don't like it.
And
I don't go off
and
face value.
as I've
we should
established
bring
as
it back to the
logical. When it comes to things that I disagree, I'm hard, but I'm fair. Let's not kid on that. But anyways,
That's not true.
Yeah, that's
You're biased sometimes.
Tory.
You're biased
First off,
sometimes.
you of all people,
Both of y'all.
I don't have a bias bone in my body.
Y'all both are the most biased people I know.
That's crazy.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
Tori.
I like to keep everything right there in between. I like to scope the scenery out. And
Tory tripping, but I actually back up my arguments. But anyway,
I back up my arguments.
Yeah,
On
but
some- on some
Joe,
shit.
sometimes you do be hating sometimes, though.
But I
Wait
still-
a minute. There is video evidence of you admitting to be a hater.
for which one? in
Creature
particular?
Commandos one. That
And
was kind of...
and we was talking about Go Tanks. I said you're a hater. He said, I said you're a hater. You said, I know.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck Go Tanks. Anyway,
That's
but
crazy.
when it comes to Creature Commandos, I still established I did my due diligence. I went as
By the
far
way,
as
Joe,
I
in the
felt
comments, they were...
what the fuck do they know?
I'm just saying, the consensus kind of was, Joe, how can you... Here, actually, we're getting off topic. We got to bring this back to our debate. Where are we landing? Has anybody's mind been swayed? For me, I'm saying
Swayed to
Probably not.
what?
to the other side.
Nah.
I'm saying for me, there are some acceptable reasons for piracy in general. Mostly
take
if
that
you
as a
can't
dub.
find it anywhere. Like
I'm
if there's
going-
no legal way to watch it, especially digitally in the digital age, if you've not provided even because like for me, I bought some movies, anime on iTunes or I bought the seasons. If there's no digital option available for streaming or purchase, then it's
buy
kind of
anime
on the
on iTunes?
publisher.
However,
That's what happens.
there are still, of course,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Here's
Apple,
the thing.
yeah, it's Apple.
However,
What you
the-
mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, but we ain't worried about it. However, there are still, of course, other means to consume said content, even if it's not available on like a streaming service. Like this.
No, I'm saying
there's
even
probably,
even
that's what I'm
digital.
saying. Like, there's probably physical media. Like, you can get a box set of an anime. or
True,
something.
but no, but-
however,
but no, hold
it's
on,
not
but Joe.
as convenient.
No,
which
not
is
just
why I
that.
say, yeah.
I'm giving an example where sometimes even like the DVD box set has been discontinued, so you're
Right,
buying
but
it from a
that
third
goes-
party.
right.
It's not even going back to the original creator. So it's like, yo, there's no option to legally buy this
But that goes-
physically or digitally. So I'm okay with going to
Yeah.
a
But
pirate
that
site.
goes to my point of everybody's been pushing everything to be digital.
Yeah, we need
You
that.
know, no, but here's the thing. You
But
push
again,
it-
that
push
doesn't
everything
speak for
to be
like
digital.
the biggest animes out there that people
But-
are pirating every day.
But here's the thing: you push everything to be digital, and then that way you have the monopoly of, hey, we can feed you it, but then we can take it away at any given moment.
But wait a minute. Are y'all not the same ones advocating for one big central hub controlled by a singular monogamous?
I mean, but how many
corporation?
DVD players and Blu-ray players are you think they selling out here? Even with game systems and computers, they're getting away. They're getting rid of the disc option for these things. Like a lot of these,
y'all
like
stop
you
buying-
can't.
y'all-
It's
'cause
hard
y'all
to
stop
buy.
buying them.
No,
here's-
no, it's because they've been pushing digital for years
Okay,
now.
well, let's put it
And
this
then-
way. First off, you've got the biggest collection of DVDs that you don't even be watching out anybody I know. So let's get that out of the way. But second, if you did want to go back and watch physical media of like a movie, a TV show, whatever on the DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever,
Yeah.
you can make the choice of, do I want to go back to like a thrift store or like some used electronic store, get a DVD player, or just get a game system so I can play old games and I can watch old DVDs at the same time.
But what I'm saying is that they've gotten rid of. They're pushing everything to be digital, and then even now, unless you go back and get something that can play the old media, all the new electronics that you can use don't come with that.
But at the same time-
but what I'm saying is like physical copies are becoming obsolete in some areas, and they've been pushing digital. But now with these new laws with digital sales and all of that, they are literally giving the option to take away whatever digital media that
But the question
that you
then
buy.
isn't there some degree of responsibility on the consumer demand, whether it's becoming less convenient or not in that aspect? They've chosen the convenience of just having it there at the push of a button on their devices ready to go.
But they're not
at the detriment of having like.
but they're
what's
not
going on
even
physically.
selling the physical copies of these things anymore.
But again,
half the
that's
time.
part of that is on the demand of the customer too.
But not the individual customer. Customer
but that-
as a collective.
They, but they've been,
Yeah,
but
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 the
but what
individual
we've
customer,
been,
though, so that
but
is-
what we've been pushed to use is literally
But
digital.
who? It's a chicken or the egg scenario. Who's pushing who? There's going to be a degree of both.
That's literally the companies have been pushing that because like
okay.
yes, because
When was the last time that you bought a game from GameStop And we lived near one for years, and I've not
Yeah.
seen you step in front of a GameStop in years.
You don't see me when I go out. What are you
I don't
talking
even really fuck with GameStop like that. I'm gonna be real, but
They say you don't see.
about? No, if I go get a physical copy, I do go to GameStop because I've gotten physical copies from games.
What was the
but,
last game you bought physically?
what was it?
damn, you don't even know.
Because you bought Marvel
No,
Avengers digitally.
Or did you
I
pirate?
bought that Disney.
Marvel Avengers. When
Uh,
did that come out?
That was in 2020.
that was during COVID.
I was like,
That was 2020. No, I bought physical copies since.
Oh damn,
then.
that game was
Oh,
called Marvel
okay.
It
Avengers.
was, but
Yep.
my thing is like what I remember I bought the Batman game.
Which-
but at the same time, here's the thing though. The stuff that you're talking about is still a relatively recent phenomenon in the sense that it's like slowly phasing out physical media. Because for a while, for like the past decade or so, you've still had the option to do both.
You
Yes.
have had
So-
the option to do both, but what
Yes.
I'm saying is, with every piece of new technology that's been coming out, they have been pushing away from using physical.
But you're
media
skipping the
with it.
transition period. That's the problem. In that time when you had the option to do either the physical or the digital media,
Yeah.
do you think that the consumer collectively steadily chose to do digital media because it was just much more
but because
convenient?
they were pushing it for convenience. But what I'm saying is, with them as the companies having the option to revoke our digital.
I see what you're saying. No. Tori is right because that actually happened with I forget exactly the story, but you can look it up. But it happened with some company I think it was Sony actually. It was like they were selling some company's movies with Universal, whatever. They lost they lost the rights to sell Universal or some movie studio, and then all the movies that anybody had bought or rented were just taken off. And then if you bought them or whatever, it was just like, hey, that's on you. Same thing happened with the Funimation thing, where if you bought anything with Funimation during that merger, some stuff got lost, and then they were just like, hey, sucks to be you.
So
that is a real thing. They can't take away digital stuff.
That's
That
what
is
I'm
a real
saying.
problem.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
aware of that.
But even with future buys, when physical copies are no longer being able to be used, they have that power.
No, that is a real problem.
They have that power
I do
now
agree with Tori. I agree.
that they've stopped and slowed down with any physical media. Now that gives them another power that they have over you. Yeah, you bought it, but you didn't buy it. You're just borrowing it, and we can take that right away.
Yeah, because you don't actually own the file. Actually,
But I agree
you just
with
own,
Joe.
Yeah,
I
you don't
agree
own the
with Joe
file,
saying
right?
Is he's pretty much saying that yes, what Tori says is true, but it's a byproduct of us not continuously sticking with
The physical
keeping
media.
physical things.
Because
the media was put. Well, the media outlets or whatever were pushing us.
Yeah.
And, convincing us and showing us that going digital is the way to go. Yes, that was a thing, but at the end of the day, once they've convinced enough people to go this way, it made it easier for them to block off that secondary protection. And now they got us all over here. Now they have us by metaphor.
Okay.
And keep in mind too,
Yeah.
there have been people for many years who have been warning us like, hey, the death of physical media is going to be a huge problem. They've been speaking about this stuff for years now, but people didn't listen. That's the problem.
But the difference is, and what Tori's saying, why I think Tori is correct, is this. For example, you can go to iTunes and you can buy the MP3 and you can actually see the physical file. You can move that to any device you want to.
Right.
If I buy a movie from the Xbox store or PlayStation store or the Amazon store or whatever, I can't just take that and easily move it to devices. I have to access it through their system. So they do control it versus with music, that MP3 is mine and I can use it anywhere.
For now.
But what
What do you
Joe,
mean for, I mean,
what Joe's
well, I'm
saying,
talking about for now. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm saying.
Joe's saying is our actions led us.
No, but they could have
to
given us the option to actually own it, like with
They
music.
could have. No, that's the thing.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
Could have
They
let
could've-
us have the
But
option
here's
to
the thing:
still own
even
physical.
with
That's
them,
what I'm saying. Tori's right in that to
even
me.
with them giving us the option to buy it digitally or physical, the companies that make the technology and all that was like, well, we're phasing out. I know they still have this, but we're giving you this new product that doesn't have a physical media capabilities on it. If you want to do that, then you'll have to buy a secondary attachment for it or all that. But like a lot of the things that we've been getting have been no longer physical media capable, just like Just like with the Fire Sticks and.
But I'm personally
and all
okay
the-
with that. I
and
don't
the
have an
TVs
issue
and all of that
with that.
stuff.
My issue is the fact that during this transition, they did take away ownership of the actual media we're purchasing.
That's
But at
recent.
the end of the day,
That's recent though.
It was bound to happen.
It didn't have to. They could have
but
allowed
Of
us-
course, it didn't. But
Yeah.
the groundwork has been laid. We're pretty much at the point of no return here. So the question then becomes, what then is the solution? Because here we are. We're at
the
that
solution
point now.
is you
then-
should allow people to own the files.
but
If you
then
buy
it-
it,
But how are we
you
going to
did.
get to
But
that
then
point?
it comes
Are you going
around-
to suddenly boycott and say, you know what? Are you
but
going to
here's the
organize
thing.
something? Are you going to say, hey, stop supporting this until they give you this option?
But then it comes the full circle moment when when one of these streaming sites or whatever have whatever you want to watch, and it's no longer
Tori,
it's no longer
You
physical.
keep acknowledging the problem. We know. We live that reality
trying
now.
to tell you
then
the
it's
full circle
okay,
moment, though.
where is that?
So then it goes back around. Like we have this. I'm watching this. Just like Courage the Cowardly Dog. It was on. Was it on HBO Max?
Max.
It's on HBO Max. Now it's been taken off. It's no longer streaming on any site. You have to either find a physical copy or you have to pirate it.
Or digital copy.
There's no digital copies of it. It's no longer streaming anywhere.
No,
You have to-
I mean, like, buy it from a digital store, not a streaming service. Like a YouTube, Amazon.
I don't even know if it's on there.
Okay.
But like I said, because I looked at it said like Courage the Cowardly Dog isn't streaming on any platform.
I know it wasn't streaming. I think you can still buy it digitally.
But again,
But
wasn't
you'll either have to-
But
but when-
wasn't our point, the point that both me and David made, is that where we would say it's, it's of course still wrong, but it would still be more acceptable or
Definitely
understandable
acceptable.
to
But
pirate
our-
something if that
but-
option is taken
but-
You can
away.
still
but
buy-
what
you
I'm
can
saying-
still buy it digitally, by the way. You just can't
Right.
stream it.
But then it goes to, are these companies pushing people to piracy with these things that they are doing? Are they not? Are they?
That
are
is
they
a
not?
that is a fair argument.
Okay,
you say-
no.
hold on, would you
I see what you're
say-
saying. No. That's some truth there in my
Well,
opinion.
the answer is it intentionally trying to push you towards piracy? Probably not.
No, not
but
intentionally.
is,
No,
it,
but
a
if you're-
by, is it a byproduct
But if you're being
of the policy?
anti-consumer and not allowing us as consumers, if I buy it from Amazon and I can't take that file and put it anywhere and watch
That's what
it
I'm
anywhere,
saying.
then yeah.
The intention is probably not. But the byproduct
Yeah,
is
the outcome.
yes. It's no different than if you raise the prices of cars. Sure. Car prices go up, people can't afford it. Yeah, you're gonna have somebody out there who's gonna say, you know what, it would just be so much easier just to
That's
steal a
not for
car. It's not
Oh,
the
yeah.
intention of the company to make you steal a car. Obviously not, because they want to make money doing things the way that they want you to do it. But it's a byproduct of the how the system is set up.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing with like the streaming in the digital media. It's not their intention, but it's a byproduct.
But here's the thing.
I
but
know. I
would.
responded to what we were just talking about. By the way,
Yeah.
can you read that, Tori?
Yeah, having the files is a problem because it's an easy
Wow,
way to
Tori.
share. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is that if you have the physical media
Yeah.
or if you have like the file that you downloaded, it's yours, there is probably at that point nothing really stopping you from sharing it. So then that would be
More
bad
piracy.
on the, yeah, there would be more piracy, it would be bad for business. So the companies naturally are gonna put those safeguards up to say, yeah, you have to be connected to the internet to access this. You have to access our server, et cetera, et cetera. So, like I said, that was like an inevitable consequence of moving strictly to digital. And this is coming from somebody who, yeah, it is a lot more convenient. If I'm on my PC, I have access to Steam. I just want to play all my games there because, yeah, it's at the touch of my fingertips rather than a bunch of Yakuza games or Tekken games that I have
But
on my
at any
PS4.
given time, though, they can shut the servers down to the game that you've already paid for.
But again, that's what I'm saying is like when it comes to that, we've damn near hit the point of no return because as a collective consumer base, this is what we've said that we want.
But Joe, you don't
See,
think that in all of the genius that all these companies have, et cetera, there's no other option but to
my
lock
guy,
it to...
do I get paid by these
No, I'm just
motherfuckers?
saying.
What the fuck am I supposed
No,
to
I'm
do?
just saying. I think there are other options that they could provide. They potentially could. Hey, here's a file.
So who's gonna make that option? It's
They
gonna have to
should.
be them.
Yes, they
so
should.
talk to these dudes.
That's what we need to be doing.
Okay, well, how are we gonna get it together? We
We
gonna
need to
cook
send
up
some
a
emails.
plan.
I keep telling you, where's our emails at? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Give me the email and I'll be right there with you on the
We
front
need to
line.
get a
Look,
change.org.
I will not start the revolution, but when it starts, I'll be right there with you.
We need a change.org petition that says
Chat,
we need to be
I
able
told
to
y'all I was
own
right.
the digital files that we purchase.
You better clip this
Yes.
and share it like
Yes, here's the
wildfire.
clip.
I want all the proper hashtags.
Here's the clip.
Share it on every blog, everywhere, bro.
Yes, here's the clip.
We want to get the movement started. Let's get the movement started.
Let's do it. Entertainment companies, Disney, whoever. We need to be able to purchase TV and movies digitally, but also be able to own the file. We should not be locked in to having to watch it under your service, because your service could go under and now we've lost all the files we've paid for, and that's already happened. So I'm clipping this.
Yep.
We're posting it.
And I'm
we're
sure there's
going
ways to put like safeguards in place to say,
That's
okay,
all I'm saying, yeah.
anti-piracy, but you still own it and stuff like that.
I know it's set up there said the app to hold the file should be in our control, as it can't be taken away
Thank you.
or
Yes.
manipulated.
I
mean,
agree.
it's no
That's
different
all.
than like when I had a DS, and then a 3DS. Like I had like stuff on the DS eShop, but there were certain like games that you can't buy anymore, but I still own them. They're still on my DS.
Yeah.
I can access those files.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
what we
exactly
need.
what we want.
Yeah.
But
They're doing
That's what I'm saying.
they're
If you-
doing the opposite of that.
I know, Tori, I know.
It also doesn't help that, like, when the PS5 came out, whatever, they said you can spend like X amount of money for the one with the disc drive, or you can spend, less money for the one without.
But they
the disc
really
drive.
want you. But they really want you to pay digitally. They
Yeah,
want.
that's
They
what I'm
really want you
saying.
because
They
then they
give you the
started
option.
offering. Oh, we got the extra memory cards. that
So
you
the
can-"
question then,
Oh, yeah,
Tori,
the
is,
digi- and the
are
disc
you going
free
to let
one
them
came with more
hamstring
memory.
you like that, or are we going to get this change.org? But honestly, change.org.
But also that was the reason they do that is
we need to find a
because
better solution.
they want you to buy the game from the PlayStation or Nintendo store. They make more money.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't have to go through Walmart or whatever. So that was for them to make more money.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's slightly. It's actually slightly cheaper when you buy it digital too, because you don't have to pay a sales tax or whatever.
And the package. Okay,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So yeah, they make it extremely convenient
They
and
do.
easy for you.
Yeah, and
to
y'all
migrate
love
to go into
Steam.
your-
Yeah.
I like how you did this.
No, y'all do. Yeah, y'all be on Steam all
How's
the time.
Game Pass working for you, bro?
I like it. Game Pass is
like
good.
Anyway,
It got
but the
Grounded-
point
Grounded
is,
2 is on there.
if we've acknowledged what the problem is,
Yes, the solution is what I know is saying, which is we need a way to be able to hold the files without their control. That is the
well,
issue.
that's the ideal
That's
scenario.
the solution.
That's the ideal scenario. Now, the solution would be actually putting something into action to do something.
Yes,
about
we
it.
gotta.
Are we ready to do that?
I'm ready to
And
go to
B,
war.
And
But
the other
here-
one, I'm
But
glad
here's
you
the
said
thing.
that, because if you
Another-
say you want to do that, you got to be ready to take a couple uppercuts in the chin.
Another
Yes.
I
argument.
hope you're ready for that, David.
I
And
am.
you of all people, I'm worried about the most, because you the one that screams bloody murder when you see people that live in this house in the kitchen.
That's true. You did that like a few days ago.
Did it to me in the parking lot like twice.
Like you started
What was that?
hyperventilating when I
Shit you
came.
not, bro. I
You
shit
was
you not.
you was hyperventilating when I came out the room the other day. Like Jason was walking up on you.
Bro, every day it's a fucking slasher flick.
But
I need this clip. I need
another
this clip
reason though is
For
like
my birthday,
a lot
I
of
need
these.
David Scream compilation.
I can get you one.
Thank
A
you.
portion of it.
No, you
Thank
don't need that.
No, but
But
I'll
there's-
get you the link, bro. Don't worry.
But there's like another thing with these streaming sites, like, you're constantly seeing leaving soon or soon to leave. And like if I'm going to pay for this, I want to be able to watch it at any given moment. I don't want to have to have a time limit on what I want to watch. And these streaming sites are constantly updating their list, taking stuff in.
Because they're paying for a license. That license has a contract, and there's a
But my
contract
thing
that
is,
ends
if I'm
on that,
paying
too.
for it, I want to be able to watch it.
No, you're not. But here's the thing. You're paying for access to watch the movies that are on there currently. You are
Yeah.
thinking that you're paying. If you want to own it
but
forever, then
then-
you got to go buy the digital.
But then they take it off, and I ain't got nowhere else to watch it unless I want to pay for another streaming site.
No.
service.
You could easily fix this issue just by buying the digital version somewhere.
But that goes back to it being able to be taken away at any given moment.
But
Like
see-
that's literally the
But
same
hold on.
thing as having it. But
in
it's
your
the same
logic, though,
thing.
your anime.crack sites get taken down all the time.
They get taken
True.
down, but you can find another one.
But see, no.
that's
See,
playing it
oh,
for
God.
free.
See, this is that
For-
shit though, because I
for
had to deal with
free.
the same thing way back in the day, where if I was trying to watch something I didn't normally have access to, and then it's like, oh, how many Putt Locker websites? It's like putlocker.tooiso.
I didn't-
No,
I
that
didn't-
one
I
don't
didn't
work. I had to
engage
go
in
to this
those.
one. I had to go to this one. I had to go to this one. So again, it's like, how convenient is it really? But again,
It's
my issue
convenient
is this.
because I'm not having to pay for another streaming site because the streaming site that I have got rid of it, but this other streaming site got it, but I got to pay for another subscription.
But here's the thing, too.
Opposed from watching
you can still
it where
buy
I
a lot of
can.
these things physically that you're talking about.
You know, no, really, all I'm hearing, and you pointed this out before, all I'm hearing here is laziness.
It's not lazy.
All you want to do is
Save
complain
money.
about an issue,
Save money.
and then find a backwoods way and do it. But see, it's like you're lazy.
Oh wait, how do you
But
call
then
it? How is it?
also making it almost even more inconvenient on yourself to deal with all these sketchy ass websites and find the new version of this one. Keep up with Twitter accounts that say, "Okay, guys, our 12th site got taken down,
do that.
so now you got to go to this one. Don't tell nobody about it because they gonna take this shit down too."
All I gotta do is look at the comments on an anime post. I don't have to go anywhere. Like it's not convenient. It's more.
But the
It's
problem
more
is,
inconvenient
what you
for having
want
to
is
pay
to
for something
complain
else.
without taking up the actual fight that would actually solve the issue that you want in the problem. You will point out the issue to the high heavens,
So let me
but you
tell you
ain't
this.
ready to step on the front
But
lines and start a revolution.
what you saying is the way you wording it is making it like, oh, all I gotta do is raise a protest or something like that, and it's fixed like that. That don't work like that.
I mean,
if I can't watch anime on this, I don't have to petition, make a sign, send out emails and all that. All I do is do, and I'm there. I don't have to do that. It's quicker to find something for free to watch than it is to go try and change a
It's
company.
a path of least resistance.
Yeah.
I'm one per.
Again, it's
You
still
want
not
me to
moving.
organize something to try to combat a company that already decided what they want to do.
But again,
and the whole
you are
time,
complaining about an industry-wide issue, but you're not taking industry-wide actions. You are taking a personal action to make things convenient for yourself.
I don't
That's the
have.
problem.
I'm already a busy person. I don't have time to set
So
up.
you don't be doing.
I don't have
shit,
to.
bro.
I don't have time to
Damn.
set up rallies.
Oh my God.
And all this to try to get the
I'm down to
companies-
set up rallies. I'm ready to go to war for this issue.
I know
If
it
they say we need to
said,
send you on the front
will
line
people
to actual war.
Oh, no.
I know it said.
Uh,
I know it said, will people actually pay for the
the actual.
will
file, yeah.
actually pay for the actual file if they can get it with streaming? If y'all pirating, I'm not sure people will. What do y'all think? I've always said the main sole reason why I pirate is because I don't want to pay for all these different subscriptions just to be able to watch what the fuck I want to watch. I find that highly inconvenient
Very inconvenient.
for me to sit up there and pay, like you said, $7.99, cheapest Netflix subscription with ads and everything like that. Cool. And then I gotta pay $13, $14.99 Crunchyroll subscription. Then I gotta pay
17
whatever for a Hulu subscription. Like
or 8.
I gotta pay all this just to be able to watch something. No.
Or you could be
Or-
okay with the legal
No.
option of saying, hey,
Or you got to do what Joe said. It said, get your money up, get a better job.
My money's up. My
I'm not-
money is up because I'm paying for all these services.
but here's what I'm saying.
But
you could
I want to have
also,
more money in my pocket.
but you also
keep my
could
money.
just be okay with having less stuff to
Right.
watch.
I could.
With
But
the,
who the fuck wants to sit up there and accept less when you have the option to obtain
there's
more?
some people that just say, hey, all I have is Hulu and that's my entertainment.
Hey, look, and
Just
that's
like there's
fine.
some people that had basic cable that didn't have Showtime. They skipped out on Game of Thrones and stuff. They just watched
Right.
20
But
channels.
if you have the
I've never seen Game of Thrones.
option, if you have the options at your availability to obtain more,
Okay.
you are not going to say no. If you have the option to obtain more. Now, when you don't have the option, yeah, you suck it the fuck up, Buttercup, and you get what you get and you don't throw a fucking fit. But if you don't, but if you have the options to obtain more
Yeah.
and save money and keep your bread up, because you know that's the whole argument. You got to have your money up. But if I want to keep my money,
Which we should
and
all be trying to do
obtain
that
more,
anyway, but still.
I don't see a point. I don't see a problem with pirating. Now, if there's an option for me to pay and then have things at the ready to where I don't have to, pay for 9 different things, I can pay for one thing and have shit right there.
Okay.
Cool, bet.
I have a question
So-
for you then.
Here's my credit card.
What, in your opinion, because you have specific reasons, but
Yes.
if we're talking about the consensus amongst the people that you know
Yeah.
and what you've seen online, et cetera, what are the top 2 reasons that you think that most people are going to these anime crack websites. We've already established that most people are watching the mainstream shows on there, et cetera, et cetera. So in your opinion, what is the number 1 or 2 reasons why most people are going to animecrack.com?
Okay, is that an actual website?
I don't know. I'm just giving an example.
He keeps saying it. I was trying not to acknowledge it because it came right around the other crack analogies. But
which we're good at.
I think the main 2 reasons is conveniency. Because
laziness.
Yeah, conveniency because
laziness, yes.
You have to sit up there and pay. And a lot of people don't want to pay. And then it's mostly just conveniency. Like the mass majority would just be conveniency. Cheap, easy, convenient. How could it just be
broke ass? Yeah.
It's just easy, is what you're saying. No, because it is a Google away. It's not like it's like you have to jump through hoops and things like that. And honestly,
I mean,
and then when you sit up there and we can bring in like what-if scenarios, little nuances, whatever. One Piece and hyped up a new fight scene. Luffy gets his 13th form or whatever. Site crashes. All right, cool, bet. Now everybody, the majority of people who don't give a shit about One Piece, gotta suffer because now we're at the mercy of all the One Piece fans trying to watch it at once. And now people can't access their other stuff, whatever. So like, go to a pirate site, because at that point, who gives a shit about Lucy's 14th form or whatever? Because I can still watch whatever the hell I want to watch and I don't have to worry about it. So, it's still all under the umbrella of conveniency. Now, whichever nuance you want to throw at it for, price, don't feel like dealing with site crashes, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's literally just convenient.
Okay. What's our closing statements on this? Because I don't think anybody...
I know the funny part is the solution is that everyone's pirates until it's fixed. Exactly.
All right, what is everybody? Let's go through one by one. Everybody's closing statements on this topic.
Who would like to begin? Oh, well, thank you for volunteering.
Nah, I'm going to
go. Fuck you.
Go ahead.
No. Okay, for my thing, as I've stated before, when it comes to you as a fan, you can make the decision of, do you want to support this in the legal sense, in the proper sense? Especially if you as a fan want to see more of the thing that you want, like, say, I as a Tekken fan, I want to see a Tekken 9 after Tekken 8. So paying for paying to help the further development of the game and of the series, I'll buy the DLC, I'll buy the season passes or whatever. But then for something else what I'm just less invested in, like Street Fighter 6, love the game, fantastic game, but I just don't participate in a lot of those season passes. So I choose to opt out. What I don't do is I don't pirate the games because I'm not going to do that. Now, when it comes to this whole piracy and anime debate, as we've stated, there are some reasons why it might be more convenient or might be, preferable just if something's not as accessible. Yeah, sure. If that's your best option or if it's the most convenient option for you, I get it. However, you also can't complain if your franchise of choice goes under because it's not seeing the support and the demand that it needs to justify its ongoing existence. I think that's totally fair. But of course, the root of this, at the end of the day, is laziness, selfishness, and broke-assitude.
That's not true. That is not true. Because if that was true, everybody...
And again, if you want to take up real fights against all these anti-consumer practices with digital media, there's ways to go about it, but you also got to be ready to put in the work, wake up early, and take a couple of uppercuts to the mouth. But most people ain't ready to do that, so they'll just steal shit. That is what it is.
You know what? I'm gonna hold my part.
Oh, you're gonna build up? You're gonna charge your energy? Okay.
Toya, David.
Oh, for me overall, I would say that it does appear to me that there is some laziness and I think also a lack of caring when it comes to some anime fans. Some people don't even think at all about the industry or anything at all like that. It's just, hey, I just want to watch my anime. But I will say overall, I am general pro for buying it or streaming it. But there are a few acceptable scenarios where I would say that it's okay to, go to these pirated sites, whatever. Like, for example, if you can't find it on any streaming service and it's not available anywhere digitally, and the DVD is now out of circuit, they're not selling it anymore from the original source, then at that point it's like, yo, you're not actually hurting anything because there is nowhere to buy it at this point.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, there's a few examples like that where I would say that is acceptable. Overall, and I think for most anime fans, they're just watching One Piece and Dragon Ball and Solo Leveling, which is available on Crunchyroll and other places, et cetera, et cetera. So some acceptable reasons, but overall, I think we should be trying to support the industry. But like, again, I'm okay with a few exceptions.
I'll let you go ahead. Well, my final word is, I was thinking about something though, but I'm just gonna leave that. I'm not gonna go there. But my thing is, drink plenty of water, pay for what you can, pirate what you can't. That's all.
So I want to touch on two things. The gaming one. Oh, piracy overall. When it comes to certain medias like movies coming to theaters, I say don't pirate unless it's after the weekend. Like, for instance, anime movies that only come for a weekend, only come for a week or whatever. If you can't find the means to get to the movie theater to support the work, I'm more than understandable on pirating it because you could not help support the work. But if you have the means to help support it, always support it. Because that's what helps it come over here more. That's what helps it, do what it do, etc. Now, I keep saying, I agree with pirating anime because these streaming services be on some bullshit and not having everything at the ready, or at least more at the ready than what's there. That is all.
And because I'm apparently a hater in the comments, let me get the last word. See, again, this is what the point that I brought up earlier.
Thank you for coming.
There's
All right,
a hierarchy
y'all, we about to,
of what people are willing to accept when it comes to
call it
piracy.
right there. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah. But no, like I said, in order, gaming, usually you won't see as much piracy.
You shouldn't.
Right. Then movies.
Yeah.
Then
shouldn't.
shows, TV shows, anime, stuff like that, cartoons. Then music. Music, most of the time, people don't give a fuck, which is very sad. But anyway, I feel like that's the food triangle of piracy, if you ask me.
I think music is above because people pay for music
You get the
streaming
idea.
services.
I know it said pirating is stealing under most cases. Use it as a balance tool to keep companies in check, not for your selfish reasons.
Okay. You know what?
I'm doing it to keep these companies in check.
That was not on your mind, bro.
That's part of the reason.
You never said that one time.
Never once. That never came up at all.
You said they had buku money. They was fine.
No,
You was talking about spending money for water. That
Wait a
minute.
Wait a minute.
I also said that some of these companies don't have what I want, or they cut the seasons and don't do it. Like,
Oh, that was secondary. You bit that off of him anyway.
what? No, I said that.
That's okay.
It's all right, man. Yeah, hey, you got good ideas. You got to get them from somewhere. But anyway, well, again, we had a whole bunch of other stuff to talk about.
We
but,
did.
We did.
Forget that.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
Somehow we
Next time,
we
no
stay on
Terrence-
this
no
topic the
Terrence
whole
Howard.
time.
I know, right? But hey, we hope you had fun. We certainly did, right, fellas?
I had a good
Yeah.
Okay, I was waiting for somebody to say no, but anyway, thank you for joining us.
I couldn't lie.
Well, don't do that, because you already do that because y'all steal anime. Anyway,
Motherfucker.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, you
No,
sharing is stealing too.
we look,
Yeah.
we've already been down that road. That
Yeah.
logic makes no
Chat,
sense.
y'all
So
see
thank you for watching, dear audience. We hope you have a safe evening, morning, whatever is coming up. I don't know what time it is. I ain't got to go to work tomorrow, so I don't care. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Tori,
y'all.
take us home.